What does it say when I'm still in my PJs as I'm streaming? I don't know, guys. Low-key, I kind of wasn't in the mood to stream today, but hey, what are you gonna do? And hold on. Why is the Mudkip so woefully out of position? I don't know, but here we go, guys. Okay, now that I look at it, you know what? The Waleo could use a little bit of adjusting. Because, yeah, I do not want the Mudkip standing over the Y counter, if nothing else. Come to think of it, how did the Y counter get this big again? I think it's about time I reset it, come to think of it. But alright, guys. How to do? Happy Sunday. Why did I say that in a southern accent? I don't know, it's just the flavor of the day. The week, the hour, the minute, the second? Most likely the minute. Anyways. Are we doing everything wrong with No Time to Spy? Thank you for reminding me, Tracy, because honestly, I had kind of forgotten about it until now. I practically don't have a plan today, guys. I don't know. On one end, oh my gosh, the monitor keeps blinking for whatever reason. Hold on, guys. Give me a moment. Okay. I'm hoping we are good now. Let me just readjust my chair. The chair. Chair. I don't know why I felt like saying that. Anyways. Alright, guys. So how'd it do? How's your day been? Yesterday was an experience, if I'm being too generous about the context, but yeah, yesterday on the Discord, we did watch a couple of TLH episodes that I haven't seen before, and how can I say this optimistically, but also with the criticism it deserves? Yeah, most of those episodes I could not care less about, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of them just felt very predictable, but I will say this, as far as season 10 is concerned, so far, whenever the season wraps up, whenever it's time to make the tier list, as I usually do for every season, or season and a half, I don't know, season 8 through 9 was complicated. Whenever the time comes, so far, not a single episode that I've watched has ended up being anything above an okay, except for maybe one, and ironically, it's one that we didn't even watch yesterday, one that I already watched in my own time, by sheer coincidence. The counter reset, Ghostfire, long story short, every time something really stupid or flabbergasting happens on stream, it's more or less a running gag on this channel where I basically just quote the Y from YMCA. You know, the whole YMCA, just the Y, as a way to emphasize my grief, my confusion, stuff like that. It's just an inside joke, not necessarily anything we're taking seriously. But with that being said, though, guys, yeah, why beat around the bush? Why beat around the bush? Let's try to get into it. Assuming my PC decides to not screw me over for technical reasons, almost like yesterday. But let's see. You know, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it just by typing it on the search bar. But let's see. Okay, here it is. All right, let's see. Everything wrong with No Time to Spy by frickin' MC Cubed. I was about to say squared. Sorry, force of habit. All right, let's get into it.
What up, what up, what up? My name is MC Cubed.
You know, come to think of it, I don't need the full screen.
Again.
Because I've said this before. Yeah, you know what, guys? Just a little bit of a prelude. Yeah, I made a whole positive review about this movie. I did end up liking a lot of it. But I'm not going to pretend it doesn't have its problems. And I'm sincerely hoping this video gets into some of it. Because aside from maybe Karate Kid's retrospective, a lot of this film, you could take it or leave it. A lot of elements that really, you know, it's one of those films where the ending really distinguishes the film from being good and bad. The ending is basically saved the whole movie. Let me put it that way. But all right. Whoa. Okay, is that copyrighted? Probably. I don't know. But all I can do is keep talking over it.
And it's still better than this movie.
I don't know what your headcanon is, man. I mean, I know it's kind of a running joke, man, but even then, you gotta live up to it.
Another TLH movie literally 3 months after we got the Casagranes movie. Desperate much? Also...
Oh my gosh, you're right. They did both drop in 2024. 3 months apart. Okay, I don't know what the hierarchy for Nickelodeon's priorities goes, but was La Casa Grande one? It was two different studios, and secondly, I don't really consider them the same franchise anymore, just because La Casa Grande has just got that dumb, and it had been canceled after 2 years at that point. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Nickelodeon, and again, I don't hardly consider them the same universe. I said hardly. Also, hello, Swamp. Well, you know what? I haven't even said hello to the people that are actually in chat. Hello, Arian. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Ethan. And hello, Swamp.
Movie
I think that's everybody that I haven't mentioned by name yet.
out on June 21st, the same day as my album. I'm taking that as a personal attack, so here's 500 sins. I was originally going to give a sin for this being on Paramount Plus, but for once you actually decided to air this on Nickelodeon, so
That they did. I was there, surprisingly. And surprisingly, even in Mexican Nickelodeon, it pretty much aired the very same day it dropped on Paramount Plus. Which, honestly, is a surprise to me. Why couldn't that happen with Naughty or Nice? It was the same studio and everything, but apparently not. Guys, Naughty or Nice still isn't on Mexican Paramount Plus. It's the reason I had to settle for let's call it a third party to be able to watch it last weekend. Was it last weekend or was it the weekend before that? I don't know, guys. I am really losing track of time. I got so much going on in my head. Moving on. Why did I reset it? I don't know, Swamp. Just the number getting that big, it just got a little annoying. I don't know.
Off. Stealing fan art for the Paramount Plus thumbnail, and since this isn't the first time you've done something like this, here's
Guys, you just had to be there when this happened. I'm not even kidding. For whatever reason, I don't know how this happened, but every cable box, every streaming for whatever reason, the thumbnail for this movie in all the cable boxes and all the streaming platforms, okay, just the one, Paramount Plus. For some reason, the thumbnail is just this random fan art of Lincoln and Ronnie Yan on DeviantArt. I think the artist's name is Universe Pines, and honestly, I'm not too crazy about his work, but how? Why? It is unbearably hilarious in retrospect. Like, what the heck happened up at Paramount that this came to be? Like, honestly, did Universe Pines get his residuals? Because what the frick happened here? Probably not, because we already know how shallow Paramount can be.
Hey, that looks like the Paramount logo.
I actually didn't even think of that until now. Huh. What? No. How did I not put two and two together like that? I don't know, guys. Sometimes it just goes over my head.
Hey, watch it! This is elite!
Having worse aim than stormtroopers.
Have I ever seen you?
Yeah, classic Stormtrooper aim. Is it a trope at this point? Yeah, you can call it a trope. The Stormtroopers have been a thing since the 70s.
You wrong?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, it wasn't that funny, bro.
It will take out every communication.
Yeah, not even credited, not even nothing. I really do wonder if Paramount/Nickelodeon actually sent a letter, an apology, or some sort of plagiarism settlement. I don't know, man. Then again, it's their property. I don't know how it works in terms of law and whatnot, in terms of copyright law and whatnot.
Satellite on Earth, and then I launch my own.
For once, I would like a villain that doesn't reveal their evil plan.
Yeah, 5 minutes in and someone's already monologuing.
T-minus 1 minute until launch.
Why the frick would you give a countdown? Just launch it.
Exactly. Why do they need a whole minute I'm guessing for the rocket to heat up? But wouldn't it take longer than that? I don't know, man. I'm literally not a rocket scientist. It is literally rocket science. So what do I know?
That was your best Myrtle spy story yet!
Giving Clyde a minimal role. Again.
Gran!
You should see the treatment they gave Sid 3 months ago at the point of this film.
Ducking a hug from your grandfather. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, even for a 12-year-old who's like, oh my gosh, my soon-to-be grandmother's a spy. Like, I don't know, man. Lincoln would definitely be the kind of kid who still wouldn't take his pop for granted. Just given how much we've seen him interact with him.
Clean your bed.
Can you imagine Bobby and I's wedding?
Okay, to be honest, they keep teasing it. They keep flip-flopping as far as Lori and Bobby is concerned, especially that whole breakup story arc. But they're only 18 years old, so why do they keep alluding to a wedding or whatever? I guess it's just for the sake of the writing, to push on the narrative. I don't know.
You owe an apology to the country of Finlandistan.
Finlandistan.
That's not a real country, sweetie.
Also.
What?
My house.
Well, look at the bright side. Now you have satellite TV.
That's not how that works.
don't think that's how that works.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, me neither, Adam. I mean, I did watch Skyfall with my parents when I was a kid, but honestly, I fell asleep after the first 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know, something about James Bond, as ironic as it might sound, I just found it to be really boring throughout the years.
You know, so far this movie has actually made me laugh quite a few times, and regardless of the super spy stuff, this bit is somewhat faithful to the beginning of the show,
Yeah, only 10 minutes in, and yeah, the slapstick is on point.
which is compounded by the fact that the animation style is for the most part the exact same as the show, unlike the Casagrandes movie, and a lot of
Or the TLH movie was just definitely, you could see from the first frame that it's from a completely different studio. For better or worse. Although in my opinion, it's mostly for worse.
movie in some aspects. So here's 5 cents off. Ripping off No Time to Die. Actually, ripping off James Bond in general.
Yeah, why was this? Okay, guys, like I said, most of the movie isn't bad, but was this really the theme we want to go with for a whole movie?
Alright, that was actually cool. 1 cent off.
Okay, that is a fun visual. Yeah, fair.
Adorable kids! Are all of them yours? Different mothers, I assume.
That's an odd thing to assume.
That's a very rude thing to assume. Excuse me?
I get a little plain sick. I would say that's gross, but
Like imagine if you had like 4 kids and someone walked up to you, "Oh, your kids are adorable. Are they all the same with the same mom?" Like what the heck? What do you mean by that? Are you assuming I was disloyal? What does that even mean?
motion sickness
I'm not being rhetorical. I would really like to know an answer there.
is a real thing that people deal with on planes. So the real sin here is her not asking if he's okay. Seat kicking. She's not a little kid, so no excuse.
Yeah, she's like 14. What, really?
I can taste other people's breath. Ugh.
Ah, here we go.
Lana being gratuitously disgusting. Yeah, that's like 5 cents.
That's gross.
Oh, honey, there's no
Hold on, play that again.
breath. Ugh.
Ah, here we go. That's gross.
That's gross Lola certified trademark. Okay, that's cute.
Oh, honey, there's no bad guys on this plane. And trust me, if there were, you don't want to meet them.
Yeah, because then, you know what? Never mind.
But you're
What? Wait, what? What do you... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, yeah, don't say it. Don't say it.
just a kid, and I don't expect you to get it.
I mean, Arian, I think it wasn't just him, but yeah, that checks out.
For once. Once in all of humanity, can we not do the stupid, you're just a kid stuff? 25 cents.
I mean, I guess it applies here, but also, yeah, it does get tired after a while, especially with this character in particular. I mean, if they worded it differently, maybe it could have been a little more tolerable in that regard.
Maybe I'm a little small potatoes, you know?
Hell, that's ridiculous. You're not a small potato. Who just won Sunset Canyon Shuffleboard Showdown?
Seymour.
Ah, we're also going with the equally stupid I'm not good enough / be yourself route as well.
Yeah, this arc doesn't really go anywhere. Seriously, I'm guessing it amounts to him saving Lincoln from the rocket underwater, but I feel like that could have easily played out the same way without this emotional drive. Never mind the fact, also, Pop was a combat veteran. He was a war veteran. The fuck you mean small potatoes?
25 cents.
Yeah, this arc is really forced.
Again.
Relax.
You know what? I told you guys. This film was ultimately fine, passable, but for the most part, but it's not safe from its problems. Let me put it that way.
Never see her again.
Think you'll never see a person again, but see them again cliche.
Yeah.
Not what I meant to do.
I swear to God, whenever someone gets their pants ripped in cartoons, they always wear some goofy type of underwear.
Yeah, what is it with the whole white trousers with hearts in it? Like, is there really no other... Could they really not design any other kind of underwear without someone getting a different implication? Yeah.
You couldn't have just moved away from it?
Yeah, he just stood there.
Tired.
Agent / detective forced out of retirement cliche.
Hey, X.
You know, that kind of is a cliche.
Here. Toad's changed my mind about the mission. LOL.
Why are you texting like Lenny?
No worries.
Maybe Lenny's the one that taught him to text? I don't know, man. I don't know. How many in the Lau family actually do have a cell phone? Come to think of it. I want to say Lincoln does, but... Yeah, and I think just Lincoln and all of his older sisters, realistically speaking, but... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense the more I think about it.
I'm okay. Let me just try to stand up. Oh, nope. Not gonna stand up.
That actually made me laugh out loud. Why am I taking off so many sins?
Yeah, it wasn't that funny, if you ask me.
Rubeners.
Nice self-indulgent Easter egg, bro.
Yeah. Rubeners. I'm pretty sure there's a couple elements in this story that are actually named after the people in the development crew for whatever reason.
How'd you like to make the best tip of your life?
Hey, Drac, I'm sure this won't be embarrassing later.
I'm Myrtle?
Wow, and I thought it'd be way later before the idiotic hijinks happen. Pupils might be a bit too small, no?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I guess the shot could have used a bit of a rework. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This scene, even though it was ultimately very gratuitous, one, that floppy, it looks delicious. Secondly, I thought that scene was a lot of fun. It's not just me, right?
Huh?
I'm retired, mostly just tired. Yo, shout out to the Angry Birds movie, who has definitely been making the rounds on Twitter for whatever reason.
Cher was spinning way too long.
But my funky foot fungus fragrance.
That's gross.
Are we suddenly watching a Dan Schneider movie? What's going on here?
Contradictory signs, contradictory. Skip.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Considering the fact that that's not even the real Myrtle, why did we even bother with this karaoke scene? Like, if it was to emphasize the bond between the sisters and Myrtle, but that's not really Myrtle, so what the heck was the point? Sometimes you really do think to yourself, wow, you could cut this scene or this thing or this arc or this moment out of the whole movie, and nothing would change. It wouldn't be any more good or worse.
Why the frick would you touch a needle tip?
I actually made a point of this in my own review. Like, bro, if they're pointing guns at you and they're aiming it at your scooter, what else would it be other than a tranquilizer dart? Why would you prick your finger with it, you moron? Like, I get the idea is that he's a kid. He's supposed to be stupid. He's not supposed to actually have a grasp on the idea of being a secret agent and everything. But no, this is just really overselling it.
And nobody noticed this until now?
No.
Yeah. The giant stick of wood popping out of her head. His head.
Phone calls anymore. It's all about the emojis.
Okay, everyone, on three.
How do you do,
1,
fellow kids?
2, 3.
That is just the universal sign of when you can tell adults are trying way too hard to relate to kids. Bro, Steve Buscemi, you think he would have known that this one line would have become such a meme throughout the years? I don't even know what movie it's from, but even I know the meme.
Filled with Lynn's post-meatball flatulence.
That's gross.
It's a timeless look, okay?
Don't listen to her. I think it's cute.
Thanks, Rick. You always know what to say. Ha! Gay!
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm no comment.
I'm kidding.
Nice work, Lily.
Lily and Lincoln's bond.
No, I mean, it was a little forced here, but still.
Rectory.
I honestly expected this to be a trap, but no, these idiots literally left how to maneuver around the place out in the open so that our protagonists have a chance.
I mean, it's not necessarily just for them. Yeah, have you dealt with actual generic henchmen? They're usually pretty dumb. I guess this helps them, but it did backfire. Nah, no, I can see why it's there. I don't think it's worth a sin.
Never know when they'll save your life.
I would say that's gross, but she's trying to save the world, so I'm not going to send that, but I am going to send the fact that a cell toilet is out in the open.
Is that, okay, guys, I've never been to a prison cell, but is that not where toilets usually are? Anyone in my chat actually been to... I'm not even gonna finish that question. Don't answer it, chat. Don't answer it. Anyone actually seen an actual... Let me put it this way. Has anyone here actually seen an actual prison cell?
Why would you throw your gadget down, you absolutely dumb? I would have said...
Yeah. That's another moment that definitely bothers me in this film. It's like the writers were saying, quick, we need Lenny to get rid of this thing that could easily break the family out of the rocket. And she just threw it at one of the henchmen, thinking what it actually accomplished. I'm telling you, man, this film is not safe from its plot holes. I'll tell you that much.
A dumb teen romance, but I'm not calling Lenny dumb.
She is very dumb. She's adorable, not the most dislikable Loud sister, but I'm not gonna deny the fact that she's dumb. She is dumb.
I'm not calling Lenny dumb. Never mind. But still, +1 sin for that move. You see?
Yeah, that was very stupid. Like, imagine if she actually kept the lipstick. She cuts a hole in the glass through the rocket, they make it out, Fifi's plan fails, and nothing would have happened. Like, this movie would have been over about what, an hour and 10 minutes in instead of an hour and a half? How long is this movie actually?
Actually felt the need to label the jail. Keeping the most vital part of your base one floor from the jail instead of way farther so there's little to no chance of a breach happening.
Yeah.
That's gross.
There you are, doofus! It's pronounced doofoo!
What a twist!
I honestly don't know what to say. Part of me was expecting her to have a bigger role in the movie rather than just being a comedic subplot.
I kind of expected the opposite. Just, hey, I'm the one who let you to do food, and he's gonna, like, I don't know, man. I didn't think she'd be the main villain. Not even close. Nothing close to it.
Half of me thought she'd help the Louds and the other half thought she'd be evil in some way. I'm not going to sin this, I just thought I'd acknowledge it. Speaking of,
This is my monologue!
acknowledging that you're monologuing doesn't stop it from being sinful.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it does drag on for a little bit, but it does get her motivations across well enough.
Monologuing literally always gives the heroes new information that they didn't have prior or time to get out of sticky situations. Stop doing this unless you are 100% done with your evil plan.
Yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair though, it's not like they have a means to break out, as the movie comes to show.
Launching them into space!
T-minus 1 minute until launch.
Oh my god, just launch it instantly!
Okay, no, Here, I give it a pass because, yeah, she's still standing very close to the rocket, and it probably would hurt someone.
Hey, Hammy!
It probably would hurt her or Hamhand or whatever.
Your bald spot's showing!
What? Oh, wait. I combed over it.
Are you actually kidding me right now?
Yeah, that's all it took.
Remember what I said in my video on the Casagrandes movie? Dude, this is Nick in 2024. Nobody is dying. Yeah, so maybe stop with the fake tension?
Okay. To be fair though, unlike the Casagrandes movie, and that's not really a high bar, at the very least the character arc was meaningful here. Like, yeah, ultimately let me put it this way, they're not gonna kill off their protagonist. Or maybe they could have left him injured with a broken arm or something, but yeah, they're not about to kill him off, man. And in this particular context, the character arc is still meaningful enough.
Okay, in all seriousness, this is the best TLH movie yet. It's actually funny, it's somewhat grounded in reality, even
Yeah.
though it's super spy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I draw the line at dragons and ghosts and magic or whatever, but I wouldn't draw the line at a secret evil organization or an impromptu rocket or something along those lines. Like, yeah, you draw the line somewhere, but it's not here. And you know what? All the more better for this film.
Which honestly benefited the movie in a way, and is charming and faithful to the show, especially the first couple of seasons with its tone and animation. So for that, here's 100 sins off. All right,
calm down.
We get it.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. As time goes on, I've really come to hate it when freaking developers, producers, or whatever, they end up being very self-indulgent. Like, say, Alex Hirsch making a gratuitous cameo in Gravity Falls, or whatever's going on here.
So for that, here's 100 sins off. All right, we get it.
All right, I get it, Rubiner. You're the producer. Yeah, you named the restaurant after you. You're not that slick, bro.
Oh, for frick's sake. Twice.
And also, a Wojak meme for some reason? Yeah, I thought that was dumb, even back then. Oh, God. Why would you torture my ears like that, bro? Ay, hijo de la bestia. Ugh, okay. We're gonna leave it at that, because, one, I hate this music. One, I hate this song. Secondly, I don't want to get copyrighted. But alright, guys. That was that. I would be happy if Lincoln was temporarily deceased and the family realized how much they took him for granted. That's the thing, though, Arian. That idea doesn't really play a part in this movie whatsoever. Like I said, just him having a few broken bones or whatever, I feel like that would have done the trick, no problem. Yeah, there needed to be a little more consequences, but at the very least, he like I said, good character development. He actually learns a lesson that has been really overdue for like what, 3 seasons at this point? Do the last movie now? What is does he have one for Naughty or Nice? You know what, let's look into it. Primos was written by Carla Say. Oh my gosh, Arian, that does. Carla, what are we doing? Girl, what are we doing? Girl. Ooh, girl, if I could, how does she go from arguably, okay, if you don't count No Such Luck, which she also wrote, how do you go from one of the best writers the show's had to whatever the heck Primos is doing? I mean, you gotta take, you know what? Man's gotta work. Or in this case, woman's gotta work. Alright, let's look into it. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, even though I know I'm being a little too presumptuous with Primos because, yeah, all that backlash it got at first, it's definitely deserved, and the theme song, it makes my ears bleed. And I say this as a native Mexican. All right, where is it? Oh my gosh, that's what he looks like? Huh. Did not expect that hair. Oh, he does have a, wait. Why does it have a preview on it? I didn't even, huh. Hold on. Okay, again, with freaking YouTube thumbnail previews. What the heck? Ugh. But alright, let's see it. Oh my gosh, this one's longer than the other ones, but... I was supposed to have this video out on Thanksgiving, but because Paramount/YouTube blocked the video, I'm attempting to render out this edited version. I hate the fact that I had to use this platform, and I hate Hollywood even more, but I refuse to let all my hard work go to waste. Ooh. Yeah. Guys, let me put it this way. Oh, hello, Cop Brown. Welcome to the stream. There's a reason I take my sweet time with my content, because... I don't know, but let me put it this way. If I do a review of an episode that just dropped or whatever, of an episode or a movie that just dropped on a streaming platform or whatever, chances are, if you upload it basically right after it drops on streaming platforms, call it a conspiracy theory, but it feels like I'm a lot more prone to copyright in that regard. But I don't know. I guess it just depends. Like, I don't know. The copyright system, it's still so vague and confusing and frustrating and just downright stupid. But hey, what are you going to do? I did not know that, Ghostfire, actually. I really did not know that.
What up, what up, what up? My name is MC Cube. Before this video starts, I would like for everyone to comment thank you to G-Love and Otis. Without them, this video would have taken way, way longer. And as
Wait, hold on. Let me read that. Let me read that real quick.
Comment thank you to G-Love and Otis. Without them...
Not even an hour after posting my last video, G-Love sent me the file for the movie to watch and make my video. However, because it was a mega file, I was having issues downloading it, and there was a possibility that I have to play... Oh. Yep. I've been there with mega files, I'll tell you that much. Or MEGA, whatever you want to call them.
This video would have taken way, way longer. And as always...
Did I watch the Avatar movie, Cop Throne? I actually watched it when it got leaked, and I thought it was meh. I thought it was really meh. Like, you know, we'll talk about it later.
This video is a joke. Let's get started.
Yeah, Arian. YouTube has been doing crap with AI long before AI became... How do I word this in a way that makes sense? A lot more mainstream than ever.
The only reason I'm taking a send-off at the beginning is because this aired on Nickelodeon, as it should.
Did No Time to Spy not air on Nickelodeon too?
But I have to ask, since the show has been going on for almost a decade and is Nick's second cash cow, how come a single movie hasn't been in theaters yet?
Probably because it's not that popular anymore, especially at this point in time. Like, maybe with the first one I would have understood, but then COVID happened.
The fact that you already know the line. The
yeah.
premise of the movie is that Lincoln is on the naughty list, so he freaking hacks into the North Pole's computers to put himself on the nice list.
Yeah, it's as dumb as it sounds.
What is this Princess Morbuck's plan? Wouldn't a stuff like this get him on the naughty list for life? Also,
yeah.
Assuming that if Lincoln's on the naughty list specifically, it must mean that his sisters are on the nice list, right?
Yeah, somehow. Somehow all 10 of them are on the nice list, but he isn't.
Not that I'm saying he's perfect, but are you seriously telling me with a straight face that with all the crap that goes on throughout the series, especially primarily directed at Lincoln, that he's on the naughty list and the people around him aren't?
And that's the thing. Apparently this movie was written by 2 out of 3 people. No, just 2 people, actually, I think. Who have absolutely zero writing history in the main series. Make of that what you will. Oh my gosh, you really had to distort the audio for... Yeah, okay, he really had to screw with the audio for copyright reasons, but it gets really distracting, guys. Almost to where I don't want to watch the video, but I'll try to put through with it. I'll try to put up with it.
That's it? That's your solution?
Caleb City did this gag better.
Who?
Clunkin.
Childish name is Childish.
It looks like there's a child so close to the edge of naughty and nice, they keep flipping back and forth. A flipper? On Christmas Eve? Who are we talking about?
What is he doing that gets him back on the... okay, you know what? Guys, we reacted to this movie about... was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. And you know what? I've expressed my grievances enough there.
I'm sorry, but no. I refuse to believe that Lincoln is the only flipper in the world. And
yeah, the only one in the entirety of the planet who really teeters the line between naughty and nice. Yeah, no, this premise is already bullshit. I'll tell you that much. What do I think of Primos, Erika? Like I said, yeah, I've hardly watched more than one episode, and even then, the intro left a terrible first impression on me. I'm not even, it's no exaggeration to say it's Disney's Casagrandes, and somehow it's even more obnoxious.
He's the only person in the world who's done equally good and bad things, and you can't really put data to that. Subjectivity and all.
Yeah.
The status says naughty, but the data is green.
Yeah, how do they manage to make an algorithm out of children's behavior? How are they monitoring these children? Like, this world building is just so vague, just for the sake of being simplistic. And it's kind of frustrating, especially considering the premise.
Why, yes, I have someone who'd be perfect. Duncan.
How was nobody aware of his obvious malicious intent?
Yeah, it's written all over his tone. Who even is this guy? Why did it drop him from the sky again?
Why is the portal set up like this? He could have gotten seriously injured.
Exactly.
Why the VHS, Lincoln? How else am I gonna mail it?
A DVD? Also,
A DVD? Apparently Santa's real in this universe, so why not just make it... Never mind. Again, questions with very stupid answers.
all the advanced tech at the North Pole, and Santa doesn't even have an email address?
I don't need anything this year.
Yeah, exactly, Cop Brown. If anyone in the Loud family is a lot more qualified to be a flipper, as they call it, and honestly, I think that term is really dumb, it's definitely not him. Not after everything he's gone through, but again, this film was written by people who have zero writing experience on the show, but is that really an excuse to not be familiar with it? Bro, you're writing a movie for a TV show that's been around for 9 seasons. Do some research. 5 minutes. It's not hard. Watch a video essay. Watch my video. No, I'm kidding. I'm not about to shamelessly plug myself, but you know what I mean.
For Christmas, you being you is gift enough. But if you really feel like you need to get me something,
well, this trouble.
Bullshit. He would not talk. Guys, this whole film is the embodiment of that one meme, you know? He would not say that. She would not do that. He would not try that. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You know, let me see if we can find it, actually. Just so you guys know my exact point of reference. Because golly, man, this film is frustrating. Yep, here we go. This. You can encapsulate the entirety of this film with this one meme. I don't know where it came from, but that's how it goes, man. Anyways.
push into the fireplace.
Shouldn't you have told Clyde Q to pan to the fireplace so you aren't recorded saying to pan to the fireplace?
Or write a script, or... He's a filmmaker, isn't he? Like, you've done all of these pretentious-ass David Steele movies and you never bothered writing a script? Or maybe directing your camera guy or something? I don't know, man.
That's the best acting I've seen since David Steele 4. The Spy Who Spied Too Much.
You sure that wasn't No Time to Spy?
Guys, I've made a point of it before, but I am so sick. I am so fucking sick of David Steele. I thought the No Time to Spy would be the end of it, and it was a good enough conclusion, but I am so sick of it being gratuitously crammed into God knows how many episodes and lines and whatnot, and just enough, man. Just enough. Enough is enough.
This is the year I finally get Krampus to sign my book.
Lily's face.
Credit where credit is due. Lily was the only part of this film that was genuinely enjoyable from beginning to end, regardless of the context. Look, I mean, look at her. Look at her stupid little face. Still an S tier Loud sister. I stand by that.
I'll reunite you with your brothers, Donatello.
Nickelodeon sure won't.
Wait, say that again?
I will reunite you with your brothers, Donatello.
Nickelodeon sure won't.
I mean, we got that Mutant Mayhem series. No, wait, I think it got canceled too. I don't know. Yeah. You know, it's kind of ironic that they insisted on this little Ninja Turtles Easter egg, but then you remembered they canceled all of their other TMNT properties as of right now. So what are we doing, Paramount? What are we doing, Nickelodeon? What? I'm telling you, man, they just want to own the IP just for the sake of owning the IP, not because they actually want to do something with it. Gosh, this song feels so wrong with the distorted audio, but I mean, I know he had to do what he had to do, but it's still very uncomfortable.
So, just to be abundantly clear, everyone says what they want to do for Christmas. He
Ugh.
says what he wants, and he's being portrayed as selfish?
Uh-huh.
Ah,
It's a little ironic, and again, it's riding off of a really stupid premise anyway, so the longer it drags on, the more frustrating it gets.
it's bozo. But, like, why? Why can't she be the villain? Why does it have to be devil-like character number 419,685,792?
Okay, is this a Casagrandes movie, Cinema Sins, or Naughty or not? Okay, you know what? They both suck. Let's just let's just leave it at that. It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with it. If that doesn't sum up most of the streaming platforms nowadays, like, there's a reason HBO Max cut all those Cartoon Network shows. Bro, I'm telling you, the only base streaming platform you can find nowadays is freaking Tubi. The American version, because it's free. It owns all these great Cartoon Network shows from the classic days, and you know what? I wish them the best as long as they stay free. I will sit through as many ads as necessary. I'll tell you that much. It sounds like a Slipknot concert. Gosh, this singing is so, gosh, this song is so cluttered with that distorted audio. I hate it. I'm sorry. I just can't stomach it. Can I skip this, please? Without any remorse?
And why can't he express what he wants, but you can express what you want? It's not like trying to see Krampus and winning pageants are core Christmas values. Could it be because this is the Loud House and we have to dump on Lincoln every chance we get?
Yeah. Really do. It feels like as repetitive, as sick as I am of talking about how, wow, Lincoln getting treated like a punching bag, Lincoln getting the short end of the stick. I would stop if the show would too. It's really all I can say.
Holy frick, I'm catching secondhand embarrassment. You know what? Frick it. 100 cents for this blatant hypocrisy.
Thank you. Jeez. Shut up! God, I hate it when dialogue drags so long and is so repetitive and so just ultimately gratuitous, man. It drives me crazy. Ugh.
Oh, I get it now. He's going to get on the naughty list because he's selfish and all he cares about is himself for really wanting this toy that he's waited 365 days the past year for. Because it's totally out of the ordinary for a child to really want a toy for Christmas.
Uh-huh. And it's totally in character for him to chuck a snowball just for the lulz, right?
I'm considering this an out-of-character action for the plot.
Definitely. Unquestionably. Thank you. It's not just me who thinks it.
The idea that Lola has been nice this long to have a streak.
Yeah, bullcrap. Bullcrap. Again, if anyone might even remotely qualify as a flipper, I'd say she's, as much as I love her, I'd say she's at the top of the list. Not unquestionably. You serious?
Clyde, do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? Dr. Lopez says that's generalized anxiety disorder.
Someone knows they're being watched, but it's blown off cliche.
Yeah. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, you want me to make it a little louder? Hold on. I got you, Arian. I got you. I got you.
Thanks, Lincoln. Now he's back to nice?
It's almost as if this is faulty programming or something.
It's almost as if this is terrible writing or something.
It will never not annoy me when someone is blatantly malicious and nobody notices.
Tails, he's 12 actually, but yeah, definitely at that age where Santa's, I guess it's established early on that Santa is real. Everyone acknowledges he exists, so the whole Santa is real or not dichotomy doesn't really exist in this world, but yeah, I don't think that's realistic at all.
Not clearly knowing what something says until after leaving it cliche.
Is he still there?
Nobody noticing the obvious blending in cliche.
Trapping and interrogating an elf is a class 3 naughty alone.
Trapping? He's just asking you questions.
You were stalking him, idiot.
Exactly!
Willful destruction of Christmas property?
It was an accident!
Willful means on purpose.
That was not on purpose. God, this writing, oh gosh, why did I agree to watch this? I forgot how awful this film was. People were not kidding when they were telling me, yeah, you're not missing out on much, don't watch this film, but again, intellectual curiosity got the better of me 2 weeks ago. Hopefully never again, but we'll see.
That's gonna carry into next year.
One ornament carries into next year?
What did I ever do that was naughty? Put dye in Principal Ramirez's coffee so her teeth are green for a week? It was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, I get it. This is a speed run of all his mistakes. Because this totally compares to, I don't know, getting grounded for his sister, standing up to bullies, saving an entire kingdom. I know this show treats continuity like nothing, but I maintain that this is bullcrap.
Continuity is a foreign concept to this goddamn franchise, and it really makes you wonder how the hell someone as picky as me got into it in the first place. It really makes you wonder.
Buried fake gold in Mr. Grouse's yard so he'd think he struck it rich? It was April Fool's Day.
You're kidding me, right?
Yeah, right. Are you dead?
The Lighthouse into a hexscape every single year on April Fool's Day. How the frick is she on the nice list?
Exactly. Sorry if I hurt you guys' ears or the mic pop, but this film, it rides off of a premise that's just full of crap from beginning to end. It makes it so hard to feel anything for the characters, feel invested at any single goddamn point. And I'm sick of it.
Wow.
That is extremely freaking dangerous and could have gotten someone killed. But sure, grabbing extra tater tots makes you a horrible person.
Yeah, imagine if that rocket, those spacemen, they moved a little to the left. What if the beam had actually hit the ship? Just think about it.
Montage of screw-ups cliche.
Yeah, where have I seen that before?
I know Lisa won't jeopardize her nice status.
Yeah, she sure won't. Although I do have to give props that it wasn't Lisa who helped him hack onto the list because that's what I thought was gonna happen. So, sin off.
Okay. It doesn't really change much about how awful this movie is, but sure, I guess.
Must be a mistake. Honestly, I'm not.
Yeah, Swamp, again, continuity, a functional timeline. It is single-handedly responsible for, like, dare I say it, like 70% of this franchise's problems. The other 10%, the fart jokes, and the other 20% is the writer's obsession with representation.
Not surprised.
Gosh, I guess you could argue the representation and the timeline are one and the same, but I'm telling you, man, what a mess.
Aren't you, though? I mean, especially you, of all people, like I just said within the past couple minutes.
Our children are naughty? I failed as a parent.
Yeah, you really have.
Bro, these two have to be the second worst parents on Nickelodeon. Have you seen your kids?
Wait, who are the first? I guess Mr. and Mrs. Turner, come to think of it.
Yeah, bro. We don't even know how to find the North Pole.
Go to the North Pole.
Pole. It's in the name, you moron. Literally, it's called the North Pole because it's literally at the pole of the Earth, the Northern Pole. What's so hard to get? Never mind.
Literally at the top.
I guess it's not safe to fly to it, but if Santa turned out to be real, what? Where's the difficulty? This film is driving me crazy, guys. You know what? I need a minute. I need to take a bit of a breather. I will be right back. Ugh. I know, Tracy, I know. I was just using that one for the comedic value. Okay. Sorry for that hiatus, guys. It's just, one, this film definitely was frustrating me. Secondly, I went ahead and got some more water, which I definitely needed after all this yapping, because I don't know, man. Something about just ranting negatively, but also righteously, it kind of dries up the throat a little bit. Know what I mean? Ugh. Arian, let's just agree they both suck. Why you gotta think about it like that, man? It's all I can tell you. Alright, moving on. Also, I love this music.
Top of the planet. That's why it's called the North Pole.
Will you help me find the North Pole so I can make things right?
Shouldn't this be an instant yes? You guys want your presents, right?
Exactly.
Lily and Lincoln's bond.
Okay, to be fair though, in Lily's case, yeah, she would probably help him anyways, because she's just that wholesome.
Of course, sweet.
Yeah,
Us
fair.
Louds
Okay.
always-
Like I said, Lily's the only part of this movie that stays consistently good and in character. And also just utterly charming. Freaking Lily, man.
Stick together.
Bull crap.
Lucy in Fabulous Technicolor. I'm kidding. This scene was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun.
I was ashamed, like not anymore. I'm Lucy Loud, and I like ugly Christmas sweaters.
So, if you're not ashamed about this, you're gonna tell your family about the Princess Ponycon?
Yeah, you may as well. You may as well finally clear Lincoln's name, which she still hasn't after what, 8 seasons? I mean, Lincoln did say something, I forgot exactly what he said, but he did say, hey, you tell him when you're ready, or something like that.
Why are these portals so high?
Yeah, why are they all spawn in the middle of the sky, bro?
Who makes perfect snowballs? You're right. Chill out, Lincoln. You made us all get cold. Actually, Santa made me make you all get cold.
More freaking hypocrisy.
More out of character behavior. Yeah, definitely deserved. You know what? He didn't deserve that snowball. The writers did.
Maybe it's chocolate.
I would have said black licorice considering it looks black and not brown.
I mean, I can't tell with that big ass red lens you're using on the camera, bro. I mean, I couldn't tell.
I'm a nice kid. Data doesn't lie.
Earlier in the movie, you literally confirmed that the programming was faulty. So why the frick are you acting like what it says is the end-all be-all?
Yeah, but yeah. Every moment that passes with this film, the more frustrated I get about Number one, the fact that Duncan is just utterly dislikable throughout most of the film. Secondly, everything Lincoln does, completely out of character. Hitting Lola with a snowball, arguing that he's a good person, not acknowledging the fact. I could go on, but otherwise we're going to be here all day if I do that.
When I left the freezer, everything was like this. All messed up.
Why is the freezer the only thing not affected by everything else?
Yeah, they never did bother explaining that, did they?
Could it be because the plot needed Duncan to not be able to assist the main characters?
Yeah, just plot convenience, I guess.
Could it be worse? How could it be worse, Lincoln? I'm slipping.
Cliche notwithstanding, the strongest character slipping.
It could have been anyone, but yeah, it is a little ironic that it was the strongest character, I guess.
Got it. Laying a finger aside of his nose, giving a nod of the elevator he rose.
Ah, the classic dumb character had a smart moment. I'm not calling.
Again, why? I'm not sure I get what's going on with Lenny. Like, yeah, she's the typical airheaded trope, to put it nicely. But she has her moments to where, I don't know, I guess just the timing with her dumb behavior and her smart behavior is just too unsatisfying for it to be compelling, but that's just me.
Lenny dumb. I'm not calling Lenny dumb. I'm not calling Lenny dumb.
Yeah.
She's dumb.
Yeah, I know. Moving on.
Pretty easy to log in considering the password was Merry Christmas.
The North Pole has the same standards as the Louvre.
Wait, the Louvre got hacked? Wait, when did this happen? Let me see. Hold on. Zoom me in on that article. 2025. Okay, not that long ago, actually.
You are a naughty visionary. A naughty superstar. No, he's not. My son's a good kid.
A, y'all were just pressing him out, and B, how is he the naughtiest person of all time over a mistake?
Okay, did he take off a sin because of what Lily said, or because he actually agrees with everything that was said there? I'm guessing it was the Lily part, because otherwise that makes no sense.
Should we take a look?
So a montage is played of all of Lincoln's
Yeah, dumb blonde stereotype. Whatever, Eric. You know what I meant.
screw-ups throughout the movie. And aside from the hacking and what happens as a result of it, this just feels like, again, dumping on Lincoln because he has to learn a force-fed lesson. But of course, not before he's gaslit into believing something that's not entirely true. Is Lincoln gonna abstract here?
Well, that was a lot to process. I am so disappointed in Lincoln.
Be disappointed in yourselves, bozos.
Yeah, you're the one that raised him. You're the one that made him this way.
Don't tell me you have a song.
Although you didn't even do that at all, because again, all of this behavior is out of character.
Hey, that's what I said. Although, if I'm not mistaken, this movie was branded as a musical originally. So how come there's only been 2 songs so far?
Wow, really? Only 2? I guess it's technically still a musical, but I don't know, man.
Very disgustingness might roll right off the tongue.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Who's ready to get out of here?
Hey, it's Santa's little helper. Are you here to take our birthday presents too?
He just offered you the opportunity to get out. Why
Yeah.
the frick are you not instantly saying yes?
What makes you think he would actually agree to work for an evil Santa? Instead of just thinking that, hey, maybe Santa's trying to gaslight him or manipulate him or anything along those lines. He's 12 years old, for crying out loud. What is this writing?
You're telling me with a straight face that after almost a decade of this show's official run, we finally see one of Lucy's eyes, and it's as unceremonious as this?
Honestly, the freaking colored sweater had a much better payoff than whatever the heck this is, and that's really saying something. Gosh.
That's a lot of letters.
Why would these specific cities be bunched together? I feel like the only reason this was done is because they're cities everybody knows about.
If I have a Christmas movie night, can we watch? I don't know what I want to watch. If I'm gonna do a movie night around the Christmas time area, I don't know what I want to watch, if I'm being honest. I'm guessing Disney Plus does have access to. Actually, I've never seen Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I've seen twice, but not once. I'm kind of down. I don't know. I'll have to. You know what? It's 4 months away, so why think about it right now?
If you know they're holograms, then why the frick are you backing up? Unless they're playing by the rule of you can't touch them, but they can touch you, which would still be a sin, by the way.
Wow, your hand just goes through them like any other hologram. What's so? I don't get it.
Made it. All right. Yes. High five.
They do not have 5
Tails, are you just saying that because I'm Mexican, or did you actually have something in mind? Because, yeah, Christmas Mexican movie, there's hardly such a thing.
fingers.
Where's Lincoln? It's me.
Metalhead, I don't know who told you that, but they are high as a kite, my boy.
Could be anywhere.
I have no idea. I don't know. Who's Lincoln?
Did you really just say who's Lincoln?
You do belong on the nice list. I'm not all nice, but I'm not all naughty. Huh. I guess it's not as simple as I made it.
What?
took you so long,
Idiot. Exactly. None of this movie, like, you could have, this lesson easily applies to the character, but not given his behavior throughout this whole movie.
Funny that I'm saying what took you so long, but in reality, it'll take forever because, as I said, Lincoln keeps having to learn an unnecessary lesson before regressing back to square one because the continuity is non-existent.
Oh, and loud sound.
Like, people keep telling me, oh, it's a slice of life show. Oh, it's episodic. Oh, it's in a vacuum. Oh, there's no need for continuity. You don't have to take it that seriously. But look at how many problems it's resulting in. To where there's a reason a lot of this fandom, let alone the franchise alone, has little to no respect around the internet. Just tells you everything you need to know.
Don't come any closer, or you'll become a baker's dozen.
Yeah, I felt
He
nothing.
jumped in front. Meaningful sacrifices don't matter. Remember?
Yeah, jumping in front of the bullet for for another character cliche, or whatever whatever you want to call it. Come to think of it, didn't this just basically rip off Frozen? You know, big sacrifice at the end, turns you into a statue, but then the magic wears off because of a technicality or something.
Christmas magic comes from within. Yeah, whatever. We get it. Skip.
After everything we went through, this right here, this is all I want.
What we went through?
Don't you remember? The North Pole?
You know what? Silver lining? Most of this movie technically isn't canon because nobody remembers it except for Lincoln.
Huh, that must have been one heck of a
I guess it technically isn't canon anyways, because we already know how allergic these showrunners are to continuity. But tells you everything you need to know.
Christmas dream. Wish we could have been there.
He wiped their memories. I am done with this video.
Yeah. Oh gosh. What's the sentence? Please don't punish my ears again. Paramount sucks, pass it on. Yeah, you can say that again.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Ugh. But gosh, man, it was... Like I said, when I watched this 2 weeks ago with the Discord, it's fun to make fun of it. But criticizing it in an unironic sense, it can definitely bring out a lot of negativity in you to where you just feel demoralized, man. It's really all I can say. Ugh. If this is a Frozen ripoff, does that mean they're brothers? Nah, not necessarily, Erica. But, gosh. You know what? Maybe... I know I've said this more than once about at another point in this franchise, but maybe it was a blessing. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get to watch this film until 2 weeks ago, even though it's been out since, what, November of last year? So, 8 months and whatnot? Because... Yeah, Arian, apparently this is the last time Sawyer Cole ever voiced Lincoln, just because I'm guessing he got too old for the role. You know what, let me look into it, actually. Wait, is this even the one I'm thinking of? Or is this another Sawyer Cole? No, that's him. From 2023 to 2025, he was the voice of Lincoln. Which is honestly depressing, but... Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just a thing when it comes to voicing a character who vehemently sounds like... Like, why can't they just cast an actor who actually can pull off the voice of a kid instead of hiring actual kids with the eventual... With the inevitable prospect of having to let them go when they reach puberty or whatever. It's honestly... I don't know, man. Like, I just feel bad for Lincoln's VA, because he's gotten recast, like, what, 4 different times? Meanwhile, all the other Loud sisters, pretty much the same voice actress throughout the whole run. Lola, Lana, and Lily, all voiced by Grey DeLisle. Lucy and Lynn, still voiced by Jessica DeSico, or whatever her name was. Pretty sure none of them have gotten recast, except for Lincoln, Clyde, and Ronnie Ann, you know, because they kind of sound like actual kids. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, the casting, whatever the casting director's on, he could definitely improve a little. Not that it's really any of my business, but hey, criticizing the show is my business, so I guess it is my obligation to call it out. I don't know, man. At least Isabella Alvarez still plays Ronnie Ann. Well, she didn't always, Eric. Before her, it was I think it was another Nickelodeon alumni, but I forgot her name. I think she was in a couple of... Was it Dan Schneider sitcoms? I forgot. It's been a minute, man. Why would I do that, little Mies? Would have ruined your Christmas spirit, gang. Be thankful. Yeah, maybe I'm glad I shouldn't... Metalhead, maybe I should be glad I'm watching this in July of all time. Okay, watched it in July. We're in August now. I gotta remember that. Can't believe it, guys. This year has gone by so quickly. I know it's a cliche, but it seems like only yesterday that I uploaded my No Time to Spy review and all that, and basically established this community and whatnot. Even though that's not the video that kicked it off, but y'all know what I mean. It's already been over a year since I started streaming. Because, you know what, let's look back on it, actually. Just out of curiosity. When's the first time I streamed? All things considered. Because look at this, guys. A whole year's worth of history. When was my first stream? Because I remember I was playing TCG Pocket. July 27, 2025. That was the first time I ever streamed, guys. Wow. It has been... You know what? I guess now's as good a time as any to commemorate the occasion. It's been over a year since I started doing this, guys. Or really, I more or less managed to build a platform out of what I do, as far as TLH is concerned. And I'm not sure what to make of it. But alright, with that being said, you know what, let's peep the media tab. Wait, I already have a Discord tab open. Hold on. Let's see what actually piques my interest. Every time Hank Hill threatens to kick someone's Okay, I would love to watch this, but at the same time, copyright. That's the thing, guys. When I watch something that's basically just a montage of clips from a TV show or whatever, you really gotta be careful when it comes to YouTube and whatnot. Let's see. Another Toy Story 5 critique. Check out art, please? Alright, what'd you do, man? What did you do? Oh, this is cute. I mean, the lines are a little clunky, but this is cute. Guys, this is how we're doing it. This is. Wait, where'd the tab go? Hold on. What the? Where's the? Okay, am I in the? Where'd the Discord tab go? Hold on. The frick? It was just here. What the heck happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Technical difficulties. Okay, there you go. What exactly spawned you into typing the words Patara into the Google search bar? I don't know, but I guess it worked out for the better. Oh, that's cute. Why is he so much taller than the other one, though? Huh. I think we saw this last week, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, yeah, we definitely did. But alright, guys. Yeah, Arian, yeah, please get my mind out of that god-awful movie. Please. Let's see. You know what, I can't... Yeah, okay, this is like the 5th different Toy Story video essay we've checked out, but you know what, guys? I can't get enough of it. I wanna see what the people are thinking. Know what I mean? Without any stupid takes like the one we saw last time. But alright, let's see. You gonna pause, please? Thank you. Toy Story 5 missed the point of its message. Sorry.
So Toy Story 5 has been out for a good while now, and does it feel like to me, like anyone else, kind of missed the point? So one of my biggest gripes with Disney across the last like decade, 2 decades, is the fact that they're so scared to have a villain. They're so scared to have like evil characters, right? Because if you
and when it happens, they're just evil for the sake of being evil. Hans.
If you look at like the all-time animated villains list, dude, Disney was pumping out so many bangers.
Yeah, especially during the Renaissance era. Jafar, Maleficent, Ursula, Captain Hook. The list goes on, man. Hades.
Back in the day. We're talking about Jafar. We're talking about freaking Judge Frollo.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about Frollo. Yeah.
Frollo. We're talking about Scar, Dr. Facilier, Ursula, dude. The list goes on and on. Every film
took the words right out of my mouth.
Was like generational villain. Animated film villains all time. Disney was boom, boom, boom. Couldn't miss. And it was like that pretty much until I think Mother Gothel was like the last like evil character that we got.
Okay, like I said, you could make a case for Hans, but no, he's not really. He was a twist villain and a really stupid one at that, if you ask me. Is it really quiet? Hold on, Erica.
Nothing. Really nothing. Who is the villains here? It's like Hans. Hans. He doesn't have a villain song. He's not a real villain. It's freaking...
Yeah, I get... Chat, quick question. Is any Disney villain complete without a villain song? At least when it comes to the musicals? Maybe not. I don't know.
The granny from Encanto, freaking Abuelita's the villain of that film. I don't know. She's just a little bummed out.
He's not really a villain, more so an antagonist, but yeah, I get the point.
She's just a little ticked off, right? She doesn't feel seen. Family drama. You got freaking Moana. Okay.
We thought it was Taka, but then it turns out that guy is Tafiti, just brainwashed, corrupted, whatever you want to call her.
You want a cool villain? We got this big fire monster. Nope, it's just a little sad. Just a little bummed out. Who else am I missing from this point? Frozen 2, there wasn't even a villain there.
Okay, my guy, you could guys, there's a reason I make scripts of these videos, because it definitely looks like this guy is improvising these lines. I mean, no disrespect, it just definitely seems that way.
Weren't there like ghosts involved in Frozen 2? What the hell was that film? And now
yeah, Little Mies, I don't think they're taking the Disney TV villains into account. Not that anything will ever top Bill Cipher, if you ask me.
You have Moana 2. Guys, we got another villain. No, she's just...
I mean, Eric, Hades did technically get that quick Underworld song at the beginning of the movie. Although it's not really even a song, and I don't think it's even sung by James Woods, so... Yeah, you're right, actually.
She's just trapped. She's like lost. She just wants directions from Moana. I was so clocked out in that movie.
I'm gonna be honest, guys, I completely forgot Moana existed until now.
Holy cow. And that takes me to Toy Story again. I'm bringing it back.
Yo, Swamp, everyone keeps bringing up these villains that I completely forget existed until the very moment they're mentioned, because they're just that forgettable. Freaking King Magnifico from Wish. Bro, Wish? Like, they are not beating the AI generated allegations, because that film was just so predictable from beginning to end.
Story also has made some phenomenal, I know it's Pixar, has made some phenomenal villains, especially in Stinky Pete.
Yeah, Stinky Pete. I guess if you count Sid, but definitely Lotso.
Especially in Lotso. 2 villains back to back that couldn't miss. Both of those guys are so good at villains in the context of the Toy Story universe, at saying something new about the world of toys, but even then, like further culturally into what it means to be a kid, what it means to be a kid growing up.
Erica, how bad can I be?
Stinky Pete really the first scalper if you think about it. Toy Story 4 was kind of the first one that kind of shifted this path.
Yeah, because every villain nowadays has to be misunderstood, or they just can't be evil for the sake of having an evil but compelling villain.
It has a villain. And
like, I'm telling you, why do they keep pulling the rug under our feet in that regard? Like, okay, let's say in the case of, okay, it's not a Disney film, but in the case of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, yeah, Jack Horner's just a jerk for the sake of having a jerk, but that's because, one, we already have an antagonist that more or less is not the main villain of the film, but it's still an antagonistic force with genuine motivations. And secondly, we also have death. Like, I don't know, like the dichotomy of villainy, it definitely balances itself out in a film like that, which is really saying something for a film with like 3 villains, namely Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, Death, and freaking Jack Horner.
When we got that twist in that film, I was really excited because I was like, dude, yes, another villain. Because at first she's not really a villain. You know, the little baby doll that's like, I just want to be played with. At first she's not a villain. So then when
I think she's a villain from the beginning though. She lures Woody and Forky into a trap. She tells Woody, oh, I want your voice box. She tries to kidnap them. She's holding Forky hostage. Yeah, no, she's a villain. She's definitely a villain at first.
When it turns out she is, I was excited. But again,
like, I'm gonna be honest, that whole opening moment with Gabby, that only lasted like, what, 2 minutes?
She's a villain for like 20 minutes before they just...
No, she's a villain for most of the movie.
Changed their mind again, and she's not a villain. She's just, bummed out. Just like how everyone is in these Disney films, apparently. I guess there was the guy from Wish.
Another run-of-the-mill toy who just wasn't loved enough or loved at all. Literally just Stinky Pete or Lotso, or a hybrid.
But he was just bad. He was just not a good villain.
Little Mies, okay, chat, I'm gonna say this right now. Do me a favor. I do want to watch Spider-Man Brand New Day at some point, so please, no spoilers in chat. Just saying.
Even then, his villain song was...
It might be this weekend, it might be the next, I don't know, man. Just please keep your mouth shut.
You could hit the Carlton do it. It's not a villainy song, not a dark song. So when Toy Story 5 was announced, and it was announced that it was going to have this iPad lily pad as the villain, dude,
yeah,
I was so psyched. Because I thought, yes, this is...
I thought it was intriguing. Just the idea of, hey, kids are not playing with toys anymore. They're all hooked onto their tablets, literally and emotionally. So, yeah, maybe we should be discouraging this kind of idea, but then they just went with the whole, like, okay, on one hand, I didn't want them to just constantly rag on the prospect, because that just would have been too on the nose with the commentary. But on the other, Lilypad gets goes unpunished a little too easily, if you ask me.
Is going to be that commentary on being a kid, on being a parent, and
yeah, living in like an actual kid, behaving like a responsible parent. Like, there's so many good lessons that could have gotten out of it, but it doesn't really tackle any of them for the most part.
Growing up in this world of screens and screen times, you know, brain rot, all of that stuff, I was very
Arian, I have no idea who that is.
excited for that. But once again, Disney, Toy Story, Pixar, whoever it is, whoever's making these films, whoever's pulling the strings, I don't care if it's the mouse or the lamp from the opening credits. Again, they can't commit to their own premise because this film is.
Yeah, Erica, he's definitely dragging on the dialogue, for lack of a better way to explain it.
Not a film necessarily about screens. The iPad, sure, is like kind of a jerk for like 20 minutes, but then it becomes like on their side.
Yeah, like I said, this video could definitely use a lot more structure, or rather a script or something along those lines. It feels like he's just completely improvising the dialogue here.
The whole last act of this film is like, how can we save the iPad? Bonnie needs this iPad in her life, and it would be one.
And ironically, half of the plot is not even about the iPad. It's more about Jesse coming to terms with the fact that, hey, Emily's gone, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. Half of the plot does revolve around Bonnie, but the other half is about Jesse.
Thing if from the start they were like, okay, the iPads, you know, it's
I don't know, Swamp Mate. I don't know, Swamp. I really don't know a lot about this guy.
It's double-handed, right? Part of it's good, part of it's bad. You know, she's getting cyberbullied. That could be the thing that makes the
evil Barry Allen. Wouldn't that just be? Never mind, Arian. Oh, okay, that's what that is.
iPad realize, oh, maybe I should be restricted to some extent. But the film also makes a point to show that culturally the screens are bad. You see in the beginning of this film, every kid like in the neighborhood just glued to their device, just glued to their screen. No one's playing outside anymore. No one's having any fun. You could say they're having fun on their thing, not to sound like crazy, you know, old man yaps at tree kind of take. It shows that that is a problem, and it never resolves that. It's just like, okay, the iPad's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. On one hand, they did approach it in a somewhat positive manner, but it is kind of the problem. Like, yeah, well into the film, okay, Lily Pad's ambitions, for lack of a better term, with Bonnie, they do end up backfiring. She ends up getting bullied. She ends up getting teased to where she cries. Lily realizes, hey, maybe I'm not good for Bonnie. She gets rid of herself, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It tries too hard to have it both ways when it comes to its messaging.
The people using the iPad are bad.
Not that it wasn't an entertaining spectacle, like that whole scene with the Buzz Lightyears and the tablet, basically activating the little choppers. I thought it was a lot of fun. But even then, yeah, the messaging is a little cluttered. I did not mean to skip that much.
Using the iPad are bad. It never resolves the cultural problem that the screens pose to the youth and to parents who are trying to help their kids navigate this new world of technology. And that was a huge...
In some ways it did. You know, the whole friendship with Bonnie and Blaze at the end of the video, at the end of the movie, that encourages the neighbor kids to tag along to whatever they're doing. Like, yeah, they get the idea across that you shouldn't be clung to your tablet forever, as far as the kids are concerned. But it definitely could have been a little more emphatic.
Bummer, because...
Hello, Chrono. Welcome to the stream.
These days, I'm kind of just like an anti-AI or anti-screen time guy for everything, and I really wanted Toy Story.
Like, there's definitely a compromise. I'm not the kind of person who thinks, oh, kids should never use tablets ever, but at the same time, it's not exactly the best. I don't know. There's a certain middle ground, and I don't think this film conveys it well enough, even though I did enjoy most of the film.
To lean into this because I know they're talented enough to do something interesting here. I know they're talented.
Still better than Toy Story 4, I'll tell you that much.
Enough to make a good commentary on this. And quite frankly, they didn't. I don't think Toy Story 5 quite knew what it wanted to be. It wanted to tell a story about the iPads, and it wanted to tell a story about Jessie and, you know, her purpose as a toy, the evolution of toys. And I have
her progression, her history with Emily, because a big plot element in the movie, guys, is that she gets lost in the street trying to help Bonnie. Some old people find her. They find her address on her shoe. No, what was that thing? What's that thing called? Right around her boot? Like inside of her, I don't know what to call it. Point is, she had Emily's old address. That's where the old people take her, and she ends up meeting the kid that lives there now. Because Emily has grown up, and then you know what? No, I don't want to spoil the movie too much if you haven't seen it yet, even though it's been out for like 2 months.
No problem with the Jesse storyline. I just wish it played out better into the overall themes. Same thing with like all of the buzzes in this film. What was their purpose? They just waste screen time.
Okay, to be fair though, they were pretty entertaining. They were fun enough.
Guess I do think that the angle they
Okay, to be fair though, it did. I think early on in production, and they did mention this at a D23 or something, they were originally meant to be the main antagonists of the film, but I'm not even sure how that was even going to work to begin with, and it sounds pretty dumb, so I'm kind of glad they scrapped it, but at the same time, they probably already developed all this animation for the buzzes, so they had to work with it somehow. Like, I don't know, man, this film's production was definitely a mess. Almost as bad as the fourth one, which really tells you everything you need to know about whether these sequels were warranted or not.
Went with the cyberbullying was interesting, but I don't think that the resolution of how they...
Yeah, Eric, we're only 6 minutes in, and it definitely feels like it's dragging on. I mean, to be fair, half of the rambling is on my end, but hey, I'm a streamer, I'm not presenting a video, and my dialect is supposed to be it's supposed to feel improvised, because it is.
Dealt with that was too good. Maybe I'm asking too much of a kids movie, but not really, because I think, you know, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and other...
Wait, Arian, I thought Moana made like $1 billion. At least the second one did. God, that feels so stupid to say it out loud, but that's the fact of the matter.
Just animated films have done a lot of really interesting storytelling for kids and adults, and I often think that in the world of like, it's just a kids movie, I think kids rise or fall to the level of content presented to them. If you give them something smart, they can rise to that level. They
give them something that actually makes them think. Like, it's been done plenty of times, but somehow the biggest studios in the industry just insist on dumbing it down because, hey, kids are dumb. We got to give them dumb stuff, right? Why challenge their minds? Why challenge their minds? We could just sell them our crap and make more money. It's part of the reason Toy Story 4 exists, guys, because Disney just wanted to make more money off of toys and merchandise. That's really the only explanation I can think of because, well, if you've done the research on the script, guys, it went after rewrite after rewrite after rewrite, and I was definitely disappointed anyways.
It can rise to a smarter understanding of that. If kids are given something really dumb, the bare minimum, you know.
Yeah, Erica, you know what? That sums it up perfectly. Yeah. If it's that inevitable, then maybe don't treat it so much as a compromise, but rather as a means to understand that, hey, you shouldn't be too codependent on it.
Like the Minions and the brain rot kind of content, they are going to fall to that level. And I think that in that regard, there's no negative to producing more high quality, more, you know, like, I don't want to say mature, something that respects its kids to not just be babysitting.
Yeah, you sound like every other YouTuber I've ever heard of, man. I mean, no disrespect. It's not that I disagree. It's just that I've heard this time and again, and it gets a little exhausting. You know, I think we'll leave it at that. Alright, guys. Speaking of Disney, though, I don't know, guys. I kind of got a bit of a hankering for Nostalgia Critic again, just because I'm seeing him on my YouTube recommended page. Not this video in particular, because I've already seen it. Let's see. I know he did this a couple years back, but let's see. Yep. You know what? Guys, I'm feeling... I don't know. Part of me just wants to feel negative again. Sometimes the negativity, it balances out the positivity. So, let's do it. Aladdin 2019 by the Nostalgia Critic. But you know what? First things first, I want to take a bit of a break. I want some more water, and I kind of have to use the bathroom, and also, I'm getting really sweaty, guys, just because it's that hot, even with the AC on. So, I'm going to take a bit of a break. We'll be right back. Okay, back to it. Where was I? Right. Alright, Metalhead. Thanks for stopping by. Get some rest, homie. This stream has been relatively negative so far. What do you mean balancing it out? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. We've been negative. You know what? I am such a negative. We've been so negative so far. Yeah, give me the sad mode, kid. Give me the frown. But alright. Guys, I've been meaning to watch this for a while on stream, just out of curiosity. And yeah, I've kind of got a bit of a hankering for Nostalgia Critics. So, you know what? Let's check it out. Aladdin 2019 by The Nostalgia Critic. Why did I say that in a French accent? I don't know. Was it Spanish or French? I don't know. Wait, what?
What the hell were we smoking when we made this?
He reviews it. Wow. Was this really a thing back in the day? He just premiered his reviews in a local movie theater? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of fun. But hey. Long time gone, I suppose. Alright. Skip the intro because copyright.
There's a very old saying, if it's not broke, Disney's remake of Aladdin sucks.
Okay, if we were looking for optimism, you know what? Ironically, that's where I find my optimism, guys. Just on ragging what's objectively bad and being funny about it. Hold on, let me hear that line again. Let me hear it again.
So you don't have to. There's a very old saying, if it's not broke, Disney's remake of Aladdin sucks.
Oh my gosh.
In the ongoing need to suck nostalgia's withering teat, Disney
Really?
offers us its latest
Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I know virtually nothing about this remake other than just Will Smith plays the genie and yeah, he cannot hold a candle to Robin Williams. Nobody can. I mean, I don't blame him, but even then, I think his performance left a lot to be desired.
$1 million budget table scraps. The funny thing about this one was people were kind of onto it at first.
How?
Especially with the portrayal of the genie.
Okay, that's it though, but what more than that?
At first, audiences were angry he appeared not to be blue. Clearly the biggest problem this movie could face.
I mean, was it? I mean, how was his performance?
And when they saw he was,
you know, outside of the attempts at replicating the humor and the music, which basically encapsulates the genie, so okay, maybe things did go wrong.
Blue, but awkwardly computer generated, people freaked again, with Disney reassuring folks that he will look less awkward in the final film. And
okay.
Oh God.
I said you.
Christ, he's
Yeah, that's very jarring.
making
Ugh.
the Shark Tale animation look like Paddington.
Yo, dare I say it? I think I'm the only person, or one of very few people, who cannot enjoy Shark Tale even ironically. I thought it was that stupid of a film, even as a kid. Especially considering the fact that it dropped the same year as Shrek 2. Which, I guess you could make a case that Shrek 2 is intentionally ugly in some ways, because it kind of plays into the theme and the messaging. But gosh, man, Shark Tale is just unironically bad, both in terms of animation, quality. I can't even rag on it with a shred of irony, man. I just think the visuals are just that uncomfortable.
This is the less awkward genie? Well, let me tell you, as a crowd that's been duped 1 million times in the past, we're totally gonna be duped again.
Yeah, I mean, were you? Seriously? Wait. That was the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, they were duped. Yeah, I don't know what people are doing.
Yep, despite mixed critical reviews, crowds once again seem to love Disney shit being shoveled right back into their mouths.
Really?
To the film's credit, there is a lot more to it than just an awkwardly animated Fresh Prince of Boo-Berry. You're
Fresh Prince of Boo-Berry.
Getting the flat lead, lame villain.
Yeah, Ghostfire, dare I say it? I'm not saying DreamWorks' catalog is spectacular, but it's definitely one of my least favorite DreamWorks movies, bar none. I can't think of any worse that I've actually seen.
Boring comedy.
And the ones that I can, I've never even watched, or they're not worth remembering. Which I guess you could argue is worse than Shark Tale. I guess no matter how bad it got, at least I remember it.
And complete lack of anything fresh or memorable that made the original a household classic.
Really?
But it looks like thing I associate with good, so must have substance.
It does it?
It's the Instagram of movies. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out why this film.
Gosh, what? Hold on. Is this hold on. Show me that footage. Show me that shot again.
The Instagram of movies. Okay.
Is this really the lighting they went with for a whole new world? Why is it so gloomy, for lack of a better term? My gosh.
I'm gonna try and figure out why this film is beloved by so many while giving the point of view of a
Wait, what? What is Jasmine singing there? Is there... it's probably some sort of original song.
douchebag who likes it when Disney, you know, Disney's and not Disney's. Let's take a look at the crowd-pleasing box office remake. Where were you guys? We were doing so good!
Disney fans are not happy with Will Smith's remake of Prince Ali. So, really? Okay, I need to see what the heck is going on here, even though this movie's like 7 years old now.
Aladdin. So we start off this Arabian Night with a pirate ship.
That's
You know,
ironic.
It's different. In a Disney remake, that's like seeing a leprechaun feed a unicorn fresh Easter bunny. You just don't see it.
I guess.
Kids on a smaller ship and
What was wrong with just opening with the camera just moving around Agrabah though?
hire the Black Pearl as their father, played by Will
The Black Pearl.
Smith, says it's not worth the staring.
I'd be so happy if ours was that fancy.
Because it looks better?
Look, just because something is clearly animated doesn't make it better. I mean, okay, in this case it does, but
It does. In this case, it does.
I money for this.
I think it's time that I told you the story.
Maybe if you sing. It's better when you sing.
A lot of people disagree with that. Oh, we don't go now. Can you give me the memo of Smith things we like and Smith things we don't like?
Either way it goes, man, this guy's reputation is kind of in his toilet ever since that whole incident with the Oscars. Deserved. That's what you get for being a freaking cuck. It's all I can tell you, man.
Where the caravan camels roam, where you wander among every culture and tongue.
Is he just...
Really? I hear they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. Listening to that shit again, huh? Whoopsie.
Oh, okay, they did censor it. Or they adjusted the lyrics because the original was offensive. It was the freaking 90s. Get over yourselves. Not to mention, dare I say it, it's still culturally accurate.
Another Arabian.
Ugh.
Yeah, Will Smith singing isn't that great, but I will give credit. This
I've heard worse.
version of Arabian Nights is actually pretty solid.
Really?
As the credits roll, it expands on the song.
Okay, they did actually move. They did actually do an establishing shot of Agrabah.
Adding different melodies and mixing up the orchestration, while also showing us Agrabah and introducing us to our main character.
Okay, that's not bad. I think. Okay, I can't play this for too long because copyright, but wow, okay. But you know what? I've heard negative things about this film, so I'm not gonna hold my breath.
At first, I thought this was actually gonna do things right.
Uh-huh.
And improve as opposed to take away and repeat. But then we get this in the same sequence.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, they just glossed over the whole diamond in the rough scene?
That's our intro to the Cave of Wonders and the villain. Two big parts of the story.
Just a really big cut with the thief walking in, he gets eaten by the cave, that's it?
In the original, they build up the villain. They build up the cave. Where'd
Yeah.
that bug come from? Shit, look at that entrance. Only when
Yeah.
they enter here, suddenly there's a mystery. The story is immediately in motion. So much character and information is cleverly introduced to you in a way you would never forget.
Yeah. Wait, so okay, yeah. That's a big problem. Because this live action version is just riding off the fact that you've seen the original movie. But what if I haven't? What if this is my first introduction to the story of Aladdin? Disney's Aladdin, I mean.
Who disturbs my slumber? And never mind, we don't have time.
How is this movie longer?
Is it? It probably is, because I'm guessing the original's like most Disney movies in the 90s, like an hour and 20 minutes.
Move over, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Most epic movie intro ever unlocked. We're introduced to the street rat Aladdin, played by Mina Massoud, who comes across Princess Jasmine disguised as a peasant, played by Naomi Scott. Both look and sound exactly like their animated counterparts, but when
Casting's not bad, if nothing else.
things get awkward is their chemistry. One of these performers is acting their friggin' heart out every moment on screen, while the other clearly thinks these are the rehearsal takes. Can you tell which one is which?
Aladdin, isn't it?
You're welcome.
The queen was killed. The Sultan's been afraid.
Seems everyone's been afraid since then.
Okay, it's hard to tell. It's hard to judge the performance with these sound effects, Doug. It's all I can tell you, man.
Can't escape what you were born into.
You should tell the princess to get out more.
Oh, do you have my bracelet?
These performances, okay, it might just be me, but these performances sound equally bland. Am I crazy?
Yes, it's beautiful. Anakin was the way.
Ooh. Am I still on camera? Oh, I guess so.
Fine.
I feel bad picking on this guy because he clearly can move and dance. He looks good and sounds good. He's multi-talented.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, take two was an outlawed phrase when he was on set.
I'd more so blame the director in that regard. Kind of like the same reason Christian Bale has that stupid Batman voice, or maybe the same reason Hayden Christensen gave a terrible performance as Anakin. I will stand by that, by the way. I don't care how memeable it is.
While the princess is out, would you like to go for a stroll?
Don't raise your voice at me!
Gotta keep one jump ahead of the red line.
Watching the One Jump Ahead song now, including Jasmine this time, there's two major problems I can't help but compare to the original.
The energy?
One is, it's not funny.
Oh,
So
okay,
much
that too.
slapstick and clever wordplay was utilized in the original.
Yeah.
But here, there's not that many left.
Yeah, it's really hard to replicate that kind of energy just because it's so quick-witted and energetic, for lack of a better way to describe it.
And that might be because of number two, the film has the disadvantage
Also, you know what? Let me put the smile back on. Come to think of it. Hold on.
of not being animated.
Yeah.
Yes, I said
Exactly.
disadvantage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Both live action and animation have their pros and cons, and you can definitely see the pros of animation and the cons.
Yeah, this song was clearly written and choreographed with the intention of being animated and with no intention of making it in live action, what, 26 years later? Yeah, it came out in 92. This is from 2019. Yeah, 26 years later, actually.
Cons of live action here. In the original, there's constant movement, constant momentum.
Okay, 27. Come to think of it, my math is a little off.
And even constant character. Not
Yeah.
only can you fit in a lot more funny moments because you have more control, but you get across Aladdin's persona much more because he can have the perfect expression for literally every frame.
Yeah, he's snarky, he's quick-witted, he's agile, but he can still have a heart.
Look at him. He's bursting with personality and energy and
Yeah, a lot of character really just comes across in those. How long is this song? 2 minutes?
every moment. And on top of that, it's timed perfectly to the music. So much likability is gotten across here that we're taking for granted.
Which is really saying something for a freaking vagrant thief or street rat, whatever you want to call him.
Now look here. Sometimes there's a cool stunt, but the rest of the time it's just kind of meandering. They'll awkwardly move with slowed down and sped up footage, I guess.
He's just walking with a skip in his step every now and again.
To simulate energy. Similar to a Bollywood movie, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh.
Regardless, it always feels unnatural and off.
Yeah, why is he walking as he's singing? Like, I'm telling you, man, this performance just doesn't match the music. Because, again, the song was meant for animation.
It doesn't even focus on the right things. Remember this crazy lady?
Oh, yeah. Rather tasty.
Of course you do. She's terrifying. You can't forget her. In this one, she's not even in half the frame.
And she's not that bad looking. I mean, again, another disadvantage of not being animated with a song that was meant to be animated.
Imagine if the other one just trailed off during her line. It wouldn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. The film assumes you've seen the original, so it doesn't have to try as hard to make an impact.
Exactly. It just hinges off of your nostalgia, hinging off of presuming that you've already seen the Aladdin back in 1992 or seen the original animated film, and it just thinks it doesn't have to try as much.
The first one didn't have that luxury.
Yep.
Tell me what you remember more. These random kids he tosses dates to like it's barely even a moment? Or these big-eyed starving puppy dogs that just guaranteed you're going to give to 5 charities this week?
Yeah, exactly. Again, some films have zero business being converted into live action when most of the script, most of the movement, most of the choices, most of the performances were meant to be animated.
Everything is meant.
I'm not saying make a whole movie in CG. I'm saying don't bother making this movie at all when you're that compromised. Simple enough.
Magnified in animation, which means focusing on the right thing will make it all the more memorable. The remake is taking advantage of the original's focus so they don't have to try as hard.
Exactly.
Look how much these words really impact Aladdin's core.
You were born a street rat, you'll die a street rat, and only your fleas will mourn you.
You see it all over his face. The emotion is just oozing out of him.
Okay, to be fair though, you could have easily gotten that across in live action if the director just gave a crap about the actor, but clearly he didn't.
Now watch it here.
You will die worthless. and only your fleas will mourn you.
Huh, that sucks. But good to know my fleas care about me.
That's it? He's not even looking at him? Bro, show some emotion. I don't think the director would have minded anyways. It feels like not even the actor is trying either.
Something more explored and arguably improved on is Jasmine's character.
Whoa. That's really saying something.
It was already fine in the original, but it's nice to see some add-ons. She's given more
Like what?
responsibility outside of just saying she hates being royalty. Her father was more competent and interesting, and they...
Is he though? I don't know. I mean, the Sultan wasn't anything exemplary in the original, but he was fun in his whimsical ways, I guess.
even do actual ruling stuff like talking about foreign policy.
Yeah, that's totally what a Disney movie needed, of all things.
Kind of to a fault. Yeah, weirdly, the concern of the original was the main characters and where they lived.
Uh-huh.
Odd, right?
Yeah, weird.
In this one, there's a lot of focus on a place called Shirabat, where Jasmine's mother was from. It's a land we've never seen, know nothing about, yet for some reason it's the most important thing in this movie.
What?
Shirabat continues to amass. Shirabat is our ally. Marshal an army to invade Shirabat.
Invade Shirabat?
Invade Shirabat. Shirabat.
Okay.
I haven't been this invested since talks of taxation in the Phantom Menace.
Wasn't I just talking about the Star Wars prequels a few moments ago?
What are we doing?
Exactly.
And then
who gives a crap? Bro, I'm telling you, this film just... Why does it want to have it both ways? On one hand, it's trying to retell a story. On the other, it's half-assing it. On the other, it's adding a bunch of gratuitous crap that doesn't play or change anything about the plot.
Jafar.
At least I think it doesn't.
The aging, sinister, booming voice.
He's been pretending the entire time. An imposter, ensuring
Whoa.
an agonizing death.
Daily Show correspondent in a Halloween costume.
What is this casting, man? Oh my god, I didn't think it could get worse than Will Smith as the genie. But what? Show me more. Okay, I need to see more.
This actor's gotten a lot of flack for how miscast he was. Even people that like the movie usually don't like him. So let's just say, does he look like him?
No.
Sound like him? Have
No.
any qualities better than him? It is a nice feather, I'll give you that.
Okay, sure.
I'll also give the movie credit that they do try to give more time to Aladdin and Jasmine's romance, with him sneaking into the palace trying to talk to her more.
Okay, here's the thing though. It's a freaking fairy tale. You don't have to put too much emphasis to where the romance has to be that realistic. Just that element in particular. Everything else, yeah. There's definitely a bunch of issues that definitely are worth addressing a little more, but it's definitely not this one.
But don't worry, someone funny will fix that up. Jasmine's servant Dahlia, played by Nazem Pedrad, pretends to be the princess while Jasmine pretends to be her handmaiden.
Okay, that was your first mistake. Casting an SNL alumni in a Disney movie? Yeah, that's just a recipe for disaster. Casting an SNL alumni in anything. That's all I can tell you, man.
It is good to be me with all my palaces and wagons of gold things.
Well, it's not too broke, girls, but few things are.
Maybe that's for the best. I love that he had to clarify, thank goodness. Yeah. Definitely, okay, I don't know a lot about it, but from what I've seen, it is definitely one of the most bland and unfunny sitcoms I've ever seen. And half of the stigmas around around one of the actresses, yeah, it's kind of out to the show. I'll tell you that much.
Jafar sees Aladdin up to his street rat tricks of stealing effects from bad Prince of Persia games and...
My guy's just on fire with the jokes, isn't he?
He captures him. He takes him to the Cave of Wonders, assuming he's the diamond in the rough. Yeah, the whole magic ring telling
I
him...
thought he figured it out with... Yeah, exactly, okay.
Cut out, so just made a lucky guess. As we're given his one good line in the entire movie.
I'm guessing instinct? I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah. That's just lazy writing. How did Deadpool put it? That's just lazy writing.
Steal an apple and you're a thief. Steal a kingdom and you're a statesman.
That's literally the only question you have to answer in order to be a politician. Jafar says if he can get him the
especially a Mexican one, if you ask me.
lamp, he can reunite him with Jasmine. So he takes him to the cave where he's told not to touch anything but the lamp. Here's a count of all the things they touch.
Yeah, don't touch the... Okay, the rule just doesn't matter.
Yes.
Is there even a trail to the lamp like there was in the other one? where you don't risk touching anything else?
The Cave of
Even on accident? Okay, okay, that's how that goes, I guess.
Wonders was drunk when it was on gold security.
My head. Hey, you ain't touching anything.
Why though, Erica? She was fine in the original. Or serviceable, to put it nicely. It's not like she's a bland... Let me put it this way. When you think of generic Disney princess, she definitely does not... She is not definitely not the first person to meet that criteria. First candidate.
Right. Who cares? I'm gonna lose it all in the divorce.
Like in the original, he comes across the magic carpet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey. Don't mention it.
Nah, I shouldn't bring you with. You may turn in a better performance than me. Actually, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but even the rug isn't as good an actor.
Okay, how? How do you screw up the rug? All you gotta do is a little bit of body language every now and again. How does the CG manage to screw even that up? Okay, not even the CG, probably the directing.
Look how much emotion this thing has in the original. Somehow you know what it's feeling and what its personality is like.
Yeah.
He's happy, but he's sensitive. He can get hurt, but he wants to help out.
Yeah.
This one's happy.
Doesn't even have a face or limbs or a body, but it's still got a lot of character across.
Happy when he's free from a rock, but aside from that, he just vanishes until the plot says, "Need you for a sec." Nah, okay, fuck off. You couldn't even get a rug right. What are you doing to my rug?
I love the way he's wording it. Couldn't even get a rug right.
They peed on your fucking rug.
As you'd expect, Aladdin finds the lamp, but Abu touches the 90th thing in the cave, which was just one too many.
Yeah.
Could you give me a hand?
I guess that whole side plot with the freaking ruby or whatever triggered the cave in the original. Doesn't matter.
The lamp. He gets to Jafar, who says he'll give him a hand if he gives the lamp.
Wait, whatever happened to the whole him disguised as another prisoner and leading him to the cave? Okay, I guess that just doesn't matter.
Now your hand. How about my foot?
Boy, if only that creepy reed was in the original.
What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
How about my foot?
Okay, that was more of an awkward creep. Creep. Like before, Abu steals the lamp before getting trapped in the cave, leading to...
Excuse me, boy, where's your boss?
Me?
Gosh, that is kind of scary. That is kind of scary up close. I'm gonna be honest, guys. If I was watching this movie as a kid, I would definitely have nightmares about it. Then again, so did the original Genie a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I was just that sensitive as a kid.
Getting booze. I'm sorry, I'm way too sober for this. Save me, Jin!
Normally, I don't condone alcoholism, but some people can only take so much. At least in a comedic context like this one. Is he gonna show a sponsor? Yeah, okay, I'm skipping that because this sponsor is outdated.
Good. I believe you're actually there. So, okay, let's talk about Will Smith as the genie.
All right, what happened? What happened exactly? I'm genuinely ever so curious.
First of all, I get it. We're never gonna top Robin Williams or the brilliant team of animators that brought him to life.
Yeah. Never. Between the fact that Disney has just gotten cheaper and cheaper with its production value and Robin Williams' passing back in 2011, which definitely hit me in all the wrong ways, and especially my mother. She was a huge fan of Robin Williams, and especially films like Patch Adams. But golly, man, you're just never gonna capture that kind of magic again, and it's kind of insulting that they tried.
It's entirely pointless to try, so let's try.
Bring anybody back from the dead.
Step 2. Say what you want.
Downward dog. You've been choosing carpets, camels, and caravans. Please don't forget to tip your genie on the way out.
Again.
Here's the thing. At least the way I see it, Will Smith, he can be a genuine comedic actor. I've seen him in Bel Air. He's definitely gotten a few laughs out of me and definitely a couple of memes. But they really should have played to those strengths. They really should have played to those strengths instead of just trying to replicate Robin Williams. Cause yeah, I think everyone and their grandmas can agree. Yeah, no one's ever gonna be that funny again, or at least that unique with their humor.
This is a big disadvantage with live action. In animation, it's all the same realm. They're all drawn lines against painted backgrounds, so it all blends together. This looks like Casper's uncle got plastered and is trying to embarrass him in front of his girlfriend. I never once believed they were actually looking at each other.
Well, Alibaba, he had them 40.
Oh gosh, how did they screw up the song?
It's awkward enough they're trying to do the same high energy visuals that just don't transfer in the slower world.
Yeah.
That's your personal business. but we're gonna need to talk about that monkey later.
God, it feels like he's bombing at an SNL audition.
Speaking of SNL alumni.
I'm the best.
But Smith's head always looks like it's about to fall off his body.
Yeah. What's with the neck? What's with the head? Oh my gosh, man. Just the CG, man. It's really all I can put it. It's really the best way I can put it.
Made a bobblehead doll where the size of the body matches
Yeah, Swamp. I think that's why he made that. I knew that already. That's why he made that Shark Tale analogy a few minutes ago.
the head, yet the head's still weak.
Yeah, I know they're in the pits of a cave, but why is it so colorless? Especially compared to the original.
Wiggles for some reason.
I don't know. Who cares?
Now, surprisingly, it's followed up by a really good rendition of Friend Like Me.
Really?
Like Arabian Night, it mixes up the song a bit, but also has visuals that support it in a pretty grand way.
Wow. Me da 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 da
Actually, in a good Aladdin remake. for
Okay.
us.
It's good take. It's in a different direction, but you know what? That's for the best.
I'll also give credit that Smith
Crazy how all the look at that. There's actually color. Was that so much to ask for the rest of the film? Okay, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that again because copyright.
it here. I'll also give credit that Smith actually isn't that bad when he's not covered in Navi splooge.
Yeah?
If he's allowed to chill and turn on his laid-back charm, he's actually all right.
Yeah, just basically, well, not to be too on the nose about it, just make him play Will from Bel Air. That's all you gotta do.
Girl,
She's a princess.
aren't they all? Treat your woman like a queen, I always say.
Way to video games. Way to video games.
We do get that half the time, but the other half?
Eric, I don't remember the exact year, but yeah, it was 2014. I remember why it was. As weird as it might sound, guys, and I'm not one to get too fixated on celebrity drama and whatnot, but I do remember where I was the day he passed away. It was, God, it just hurt, man. It just really hurt.
The other half.
Oh gosh, YouTube's lagging again. Hold on.
The other half. I just want to make sure.
Nah, again, just trying too hard.
This isn't funny, right? I mean, people have science to prove that this isn't funny, correct?
It's not really a science to it, man. It's just whether it makes you laugh or it either makes you laugh or it doesn't, and it really just depends on your perception. But most of the time, nah, just not funny. Maybe to a mindless child it'll make them laugh, but like I said, their mentality is just that shallow.
It's just awkward, weird, and doesn't match Will Smith's style.
Exactly.
The irony of both versions is that they emphasize to be yourself, which is a lesson this performance really could have learned from. Put simply,
Exactly.
He's a much better Will Smith than he is a Robin Williams.
Uh-huh.
And that would be fine if the movie reinforced that.
Exactly. Like, okay. Okay, I'm gonna sound very redundant here, so I'm just not gonna say what I'm about to say.
Prince Ali's song. The original focused on Williams' zany voices that translated beautifully into animation, turning it into an explosive number. Since this isn't Williams or animation, though, it would make sense if they did something like the old Disney musicals. Make the
where is this from?
focus be the amazing stunts, dances, and variety.
Yeah, focus on the choreo. You don't got Williams. You don't got Williams or the animation. Just focus on the choreographies.
Movement. Well, they get that all set up, and let's just focus on two guys standing around while they can't sing.
Show some respect, boy, genuflect down on one knee.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, no, that definitely does not match the. You are not capturing the energy of the original, and that's definitely a disservice here.
This is like a spectacle waiting to happen. A giant
Exactly.
Hollywood musical at your feet. And
Exactly.
You're treating it like a Disney parade of standby.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's a freaking Disney parade. That freaking Disneyland parade that I haven't seen in years. I honestly always thought it was the cringiest part of my entire time at the park.
Even the editing is like, ooh, this looks cool. Nah, needs more people barely moving. Don't worry, we'll balance it out with this nightmare fuel. Boing pulled it off better.
Oh gosh.
I think most people have pointed out a good chunk of the film becomes Hitch with Smith trying to give Aladdin dating advice.
Dare I say it, guys? You know what? I'm gonna think of it now. How many of you have actually been to Disneyland? Or, you know what, more specifically, California Adventure? Because a couple years ago, there was a time where every day, there was a basically a theater performance of the Aladdin movie, the original Aladdin movie. And honestly, dare I say it, it has so much better production value than this one film that's worth millions and millions. Dare I say it, man.
What they failed to bring up is the epic jam dialogue. We have jams.
What?
Jam?
Jams. Yes, jams. Yams.
Oh, I forgot Iago's in this film.
Jams, fig jams, and date jams. I really hope you like humor about jams next to Shirabat, the most mentioned word in the entire movie.
Why?
Jams.
For the jam.
The jams.
Jams. Move away from the jams.
Interesting experiment. If you play this movie along with Ponyo, all you'll hear is jams. Jams.
I gotta watch Ponyo one of these days, guys. You know what? Let me rephrase that. I gotta watch a Studio Ghibli film one of these days, guys.
They're invited to a get-together where Aladdin tries again to win her over.
I made you look like a prince on the outside, but I didn't change anything on the inside.
You're still the same boring, dull clod you always were.
Okay, that was a genuinely earnest line, and it was well performed on Will Smith's end. You don't gotta make a joke out of it, but that was still funny.
Jasmine invites him to dance, but it appears he doesn't know how. Because a thief who can climb walls and jump buildings clearly has no footwork. He's dancing right here!
Okay, I guess I could pin it on the genie's magic, but yeah, that is a bit of an inconsistency.
Isn't this the same day? Genie controls his movements, though, in a scene that, hey, actually focuses on the dancing.
Wow.
Aw, can't we focus on Genie's hat some more? That's where the real wow is.
I'm not gonna lie, that hat looks ridiculous anyways. Why? Okay. Okay.
I know I did have a few jokes about this scene, but his dancing is just so damn awesome. I'll give him a break.
Thank you. Okay, you know, let me read those jokes anyways. Hold on.
I did have a few jokes about.
Needs more jams. His feet are better actors. No, seriously, how did he forget how to dance? Okay, my favorite one's the middle one.
This scene, but his dancing is just so damn awesome. I'll give him a break.
Yeah.
Later, we see Genie hitting on the handmaiden, and he's apparently awkward too.
This is a thing?
It's funny because it doesn't make sense to his personality at all.
No, it really doesn't.
How did you get past?
All that charisma, all that energy, and suddenly he stumbles with a girl? What is this, Luna Loud? Yeah, I said it again. I will never stop bragging on Sam, guys. I'll tell you that much.
Past the guards.
I snuck past.
All 48 of them. Even the ones that eat fire?
Oh.
Your guards are weird.
Would you like to take
an
evening swim?
That was still a funny line, though.
I've never done this before. How does it work? Do you like sheep cheese?
Well, it's no jam line, but
It's still kind of
takes her on a
annoying.
date as
And gratuitous. Why does the genie need a love interest of all people?
Aladdin sneaks in to talk to Jasmine.
Sometimes you just have to take a risk.
Try this at home, kids.
Is this
a magic carpet?
They sing a whole new world with absolutely
What again? What is the What's with the colors on these scenes, man? You really couldn't make it a little brighter? It's not that hard.
nothing new except an angry phone call to a voice coach.
Now when did you last
Okay, I'm speaking over it because again, copyright.
Oh, Russell Crowe and Emma Watson are high-fiving each other right now as they're no longer the big musical punchlines.
Nah, they both still suck. They all still suck.
A whole new world.
Oh gosh.
Thank God for orchestras. My notes are as flat as the carpet I'm writing.
Okay, Jasmine's actress can at least sing. Yeah.
The scene is so empty, it feels like the music video for the original Aladdin.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that cute?
Like one of those you see on Disney. One of those you see in commercial breaks on Disney Channel, performed by their teenage alumni.
Kind of look like the real couple that had real chemistry from the real movie.
Yeah.
iTunes link down below. Like in the last one, she discovers who he is, but makes up even more lies.
He told me he was only pretending to be a thief to see the city, but he's actually a prince.
I mean, that actually happened in the other one, didn't it?
Really was a prince.
And you believed him?
Tell me more, tell me more. Did she make your heart swoon?
Tell me more, was his voice auto-tuned?
I don't know a lot about Grace, but I see what you did there.
Once again, the guards capture Aladdin as Jafar figures out who he is as well.
Yeah. Ties him to a chair, knocks him over into the ocean. The genie has to save him. Yeah, about what I expected. I'm surprised they didn't change it though.
Aladdin.
I think. Did they?
Hey, at this point, point and be the same runtime as the original. But Carpet and Abu rush to his aid and save him from drowning, or they toss him the lamp.
Wait, why would they? Can the carpet not go underwater? What?
Carpets obviously melt in water.
They don't.
You know
That's
the drill. The genie comes out, uses a wish to save him, and Jafar tries to say he left.
okay.
You heard him say this, Jafar, and you saw him leave?
Yes.
Just ask him yourself. Ah!
Your Majesty.
Jafar is arrested, but Iago breaks him out as Aladdin realizes he can't use his last wish to set Genie free.
People see what they want to see. Aladdin is gone.
No arguments here. It's weird because Aladdin actually seems a lot douchier in this version, making us like him even less.
Yeah, in the original, he was definitely conflicted when he said, I can't use the wish to set you free, Genie, or however it went down, but...
In the first one, he's legit broken up about it. He can set his friend free.
Yeah, exactly.
In this one, though, it's almost like he's boasting about
Okay, maybe it's just his performance, but he's definitely coming off as a lot more smug, just from what I'm seeing from this footage. I'm not even hearing it, but I can pick up on it.
It's not a lie. People can change. That's a bad thing? Thought you'd be happy for me.
No!
I know you'll be a slave the rest of your life, but look on the bright side. I won't.
And for what? You are breaking my heart here, kid.
Man, that's some die-hard Padme heartbreaking acting right there.
Yeah, what was that line delivery, man? Who directed
No
this?
Disney movie should have this many callbacks to the prequel. Take note.
Genie, no, hey, come on.
How come you don't want me, man?
Why would you use that line from Bel Air? Why? No. I gotta draw the line somewhere, man. Why would you use that line? No. That is such an emotional moment from Bel Air. Why would you use? No. Not even for the jokes, man. Come on.
Jafar steals the lamp, though, and uses his first wish to become Sultan.
You obey the Sultan. Hakim, marshal an army to invade Shirabat.
Who cares about Chirabat? Exactly.
Invade Florida. It has all our grandparents. We'll care a little. Jasmine is arrested as she sings a brand new song about not being speechless.
Okay, here it is. Probably copyrighted too, so I'm gonna try to talk over it. That's how that
Decent
goes.
song, despite it not matching the feel of the others at all. But
Yeah, it seems pretty contrived.
But it does go a little weird. Oh my god, she was the genie all along. Now that's a twist this movie needs.
Okay.
Oh, this is actually a symbolic fight she's having right now.
What? About what? What's her turmoil here?
The wrath of my furious anger as I wish you away in my head. Okay, I get the idea. She uses diplomacy and not force to convince the guards to do the right thing.
Doesn't he brainwash them anyways? What's the point? What? Did they just fill? Okay, this was in 2019. You know what? Disney was kind of in that high where, oh, we need our princesses to be strong, independent women. Even though Jasmine definitely already met that criteria with all the initiative she took in the original. So what the heck is the point of the song? Did they just felt like making another girl boss song, for lack of a better term?
Technically making this a completely wasted wish. What, does becoming Sultan just get you a new hat? But man...
Eric, okay, this was 2019. I think it was before Rise of Skywalker dropped, so it was probably just giving it a warning of sorts.
How cool would it be if she was grabbing a sword and fighting in slow motion?
Yeah, nothing supports this resolve or this... Okay, from what I've seen of this review, nothing in the movie supports this motivation, let alone the basis for the song, so what the frick is she yapping about?
While singing Let It Go to
Just some wannabe feminist message?
2.0, and then she does the diplomatic scene. She could be telling her friend, the head of the guards, thank you for teaching me sword fighting since I was a kid, so it explains how she can do all this cool stuff. And
something like that. Anything, really, but we got nothing.
That would tug at his heartstrings even more. It would make so much sense. But nope, it's the literal thought that counts, as she sings about how she refuses
Can you even call it a thought at this point? It's just baseless, trite, textbook messaging.
to be silent. Moments before she's completely silenced. I will
Yep.
do as you wish. So
I swear, this film just doesn't know what it wants. This
yeah, this scene could have been completely cut and we wouldn't miss a thing. Like,
Exactly! That's how you sum it up.
you know, henchwomen. So, okay, Aladdin comes in and is
Okay, on one hand, guys, I'm definitely feeling the negativity, but also ragging on this film, it definitely lifts my spirit in a very ironic way.
Revealed as a street rat just before saving the day. What? Wait, what? We're doing the ice thing again? Why? He's
Why?
right there! In the original, everything goes to shit at once, and he discovers the errors of his ways at this point. Here, he learned it when he saw Jafar with the lamp, and we had Jasmine learning her lesson because she was the main character for a minute.
What lesson was there? Again, yeah, okay, yeah, I see the problem. It drags on. Even when you're being faithful to the original at this point, it drags on because of that gratuitous Jasmine song.
So this just drags things out.
Yeah.
What does it do? Allow Jafar to show off more of his you just basic acting?
You're insignificant. An irritation I no longer need to tolerate once I
Bro, put some inflection into your goddamn lines already.
banish you to the ends of
I will banish you to the ends of the earth. Try to just a little bit of inflection. I will banish you to the ends of the earth. Something. Just watch the original movie and work off of that. It's not complicated. And I'm not even a trained actor by any means.
the earth.
Gosh, man.
Not even worth any effort from my performance. Sorry that was so loud.
Oh, gosh.
No, the most suitable punishment would be to make you watch while I take what you love most.
Bro, slow down. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll shut up at this point.
While I make kissy faces at you the whole time. Do you like that? Blah, 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 blah. Like in the original, Aladdin uses the carpet to fly back to Agrabah and save everybody. And like before, he has to confront a giant, terrible hell beast.
All right, how did they screw it up?
A parrot. Yep, they
What?
replaced the giant snake with a giant parrot.
It's still set in daytime and there's no... Is that supposed to be Yago? Just giant Yago? What?
My God, are you trying to piss us off? If you saw these two movies on at the same time, why the hell would you pick this pathetic idiot sauce when you could watch something?
It just flies away with a carpet instead of fighting the snake with a sword? What are we doing here?
Gas like this. Seriously, who in the Christ requested that? You know what'd be cooler than a...
I mean, Swamp, if I'm being honest, I was just trying to replicate the original Jafar as best I could. It's really not a matter of talent there.
Giant snake, a giant parrot.
You're fired. You're fired. Took the words right out of my mouth. Okay.
So after the epic giant
So how does it go here?
parrot chase, literally every episode of the cartoon had a better climax than that. They
Ouch.
make their way back where Jafar captures them again. This movie really is good at going absolutely nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really dragging on.
You can't find what you're looking for in that lamp, Jafar.
I am the greatest sorcerer the world has ever seen.
I turned a small parrot into a big parrot. Crazy!
Yeah. Not so far nothing. No trapping Jasmine in the hourglass, no giant snake. Just I'm the Sultan and here's a big parrot.
But you'll never have more power than the genie.
I will not be silent. Whatever. Girl power or some shit.
As before,
Yep, bait.
Aladdin tricks Jafar into wishing himself into a genie for even more power, and he gets trapped in his own lamp.
Yeah, okay,
Aladdin then
just like the original.
uses his last wish to set Genie free so he can go after some Handmaid's Tale.
I want children.
Yes, 2 of them.
Leanne and Omar, 3 years apart. You will entertain them with stories and songs.
That's an oddly specific wish.
This is really specific. All involved should be afraid.
Yeah. Imagine Guys, imagine if you're with a girl and on the first date and she's like, oh, I want to get married in 5 years. Oh, I want to have 3 children. I want her to be named Amanda. I want her to be named Melissa. I want her to, no, that's just creepy, man. And way too utilitarian for me to be comfortable with it. No.
The Sultan then hands over his crown to Jasmine. Which is weird. Will Smith is still telling the story even after he revealed he was the story. Kind of feel like it should end there.
Okay.
She of course chooses to marry Aladdin, and we get, in my opinion, one of the biggest insults of the movie, the credits.
What about
Don't
it?
get me wrong, I'm usually happy as hell when they arrive in a movie like this, but look at how they do it.
What? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That actually looks like fun.
That's spectacular.
Oh.
It's like a full-on Bollywood musical.
Yeah.
No CG genies, no awkward editing, just really
Okay, there is the tiger there,
good
but
dancing
still.
and people actually looking like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Mixing both
Why couldn't this be the Prince Ali? Why couldn't they do this for Prince Ali?
Hollywood and Bollywood style
Ugh.
techniques. Why wasn't this the entire movie?
Okay, Tails, just the first Kingdom Hearts. His fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 was definitely pretty boring. But the first one where you have to actually break the lamp with your Keyblade, I thought that was a lot of fun. Even though it's not the big snake, it's still his genie form, which is a lot of fun.
How freaking amazing would this film have been if it actually told Aladdin
Yeah.
like a cheesy Bollywood musical?
Yeah, look at these costumes. Look at the choreo. Look at everything. Why? I mean, there's definitely had to be a lot of workarounds that I definitely wouldn't be able to figure out on my own, but you'd think a bunch of highly paid Hollywood producers would have been able to, but no, we just settle for run-of-the-mill slop.
It would have been something new.
Look at
while
this.
still keeping true to the story of Aladdin.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Look at
But
it.
instead, it's
So much color, so much energy, but wow.
the end credits. Like they're teasing us. Like we know we could have done this, but we're just gonna put it at the end. That's
Too much effort, I guess, and I don't mean that as a compliment or a
the
cop-out.
part where people usually walk.
Yeah, so I'm adding that to the counter. You know what? I've said why 20 different times this stream, but this is one time it's warranted. Why? Just why?
So I guess I was wrong in that regard. This movie made me realize.
Yeah, Tails, I'm gonna be honest, at a certain point, I just forget it exists. Oops, sorry.
It wasn't dead on arrival. It was a friggin' missed opportunity.
Yeah?
Trust me, for me, that's a big thing to say with a Disney remake.
Yeah.
I'll say this, upon watching it again, I did see a few things that I did find impressive.
Like
Jasmine
what?
and her father had more depth. The
If you could even call it that. Oh wow, more foreign policy. Oh wow, this wannabe-ass feminist song. And that's it. You can hardly call that depth. It's unsubstantive, but I guess you can still call it depth if you want to.
songs were orchestrated nice, and once in a while there was an impressive visual when you were allowed to enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
But seriously, half of it relies on you seeing the original in order to even follow it.
Yeah.
It's got way too many dead
Golly,
silent
man.
moments, awkward acting, and lack of focus on what their priorities should be. I guess compared to some of the other remakes, it had a few things that stood out, which is more than I can say for many of the others. But I can't just give a
They wasted Naomi Scott on this? Okay, Eric, I don't know anything about Naomi Scott. Just that you told me earlier that she was in Lemonade Mouth.
positive shrug because it's less bad than the others.
But I'm gonna be honest, those kinds of teen Disney films, Eric, they were a little after or before my time. I never really got into any of them, except for maybe High School Musical, and that's it. Just the first one. The other two, I completely forgot they existed.
There's an incredibly unique and imaginative classic that fixes the majority of this film's problems before they even existed. And it did so by being new and innovative, as opposed to copying what's new and innovative. And even then, only doing so because it was proven to have worked in the past. If you enjoy it, cool, you're entitled to your opinion.
No. Okay, you know what? A lot of internet critics love copping out by saying, hey, if you still like this film, more power to you. But no, if something is bad, I will not encourage anyone to watch it. I'm not going to say you're entitled. Okay, yeah, you are entitled to your opinion, but I'm not going to say it out loud because I do not want to promote or encourage anyone to watch this abomination when there's an alternative that is better by miles. It's not even close.
But for me, this is an Arabian Night I'm not going to be checking out anytime again soon.
Uh-huh.
I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Jams.
Please stop with the freaking jams. What? That's how that goes, guys. That's how that goes, and we are only 2 hours into the stream, so I don't know what the frick I'm gonna do for the rest of it, guys. But yeah, that was a fun watch. Or at the very least, I learned a lot, guys. It's all I can tell you. But that... I don't know, guys. I kind of want to end stream early just because I need to shower, and also, we still have to finish the movie night from yesterday, guys. Because we still got a couple more Loud House episodes to cover. But, I don't know. Okay, it feels like I'm dragging out the stream, but at the same time, that's what the Discord media tab is for. Come to think of it. Like, I don't know. Let's see what else occurs to me that might actually pique my interest. Oh gosh, what did you guys put? Tails, I'm gonna ask you this one time. Why do you feel the need to be so gratuitously perverted, for lack of a better term? Thank you, Nick. Thank you. My gosh, what? Stuff like this, it really makes you question where your life is going, doesn't it? We need to have a talk. We need to have a talk at some point. I say this all in jest, but we need to have a talk at some point. All right, let's see what else is on the media tab. I don't know, guys. I kind of just want to laugh. I need some optimism. I just want to laugh. Give me some memes, which ironically might be in the media tab, but you know what I mean. Erica, what is this? Okay, it's only a minute long. Let's check it out. That is probably copyrighted, is it? But okay. That's enough internet for one day. That's enough internet for one day. Wait, Chrono. Please do me a favor. Upload more Japanese SpongeBob when you can. I need to hear this. Hold on. I need to see this. Just because this is a classic moment. Let me see. Sandy chases SpongeBob and Patrick in Japanese. Who cares about dumb old Texas? Is there actually a translator? Okay, no, there isn't. But you know what? I think everyone knows. If you know, you know. Hey, Patrick, what am I? Stupid? No, I'm Texas. What's the difference? I love the fact that Sandy sounds like a generic anime character. Arian, again, probably copyrighted. That's more or less just for... Guys, let me put it this way. The music tab is more or less just meant for personal enjoyment. Individual, private enjoyment, if nothing else. I can't even make out what they're saying, but you know what? There's one moment in particular that I need to see in this scene. Hold on. Just show me, please. What episode is this? It's just Texas from season 1, Tracy. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's an oldie, but it's a classic. Oh, we don't even hear the gasping. That's all I needed to hear. Just the squealing, the SpongeBob! SpongeBob! Yeah, it's just as funny in Japanese. Play it again. SpongeBob! Patrick's voice is so squealy in Japanese. I don't know why, but maybe it is funnier in English, but I don't know. You know what? One or the other. I wouldn't hold it against you if you prefer this one. The explosion, man. That explosion is just funny in any language. But all right. We're done. All right. Let's see. You know what? How much time do we have left? I want to say we got like a half hour left. Okay, 37 minutes. You know what? Maybe we got time for another indie short. Kind of want to see the one at the bottom. Let's see. Dungeon Flippers. You know what? Let me read the bio before I get into any of it. I'm sorry, the description. A fantasy real estate show. In this pilot, Molly and Cleveland. Cleve. My name is Cleveland. Okay, I'll stop. Must find a new home for the wicked wizard, the Ace of Wands. Will they complete their quest, or does this house hunt spell doom for the Dungeon Flippers? 1 million views and it dropped in 2024. I'm intrigued, but let's see. This is a tale from the land of Splendor, where there's magic, monsters, and more. I don't know, Arian, but you know what? Just laugh. You know what? We'll look into it later. I'm guessing this is that evil wizard. You know, let me turn on the captions. Okay.
At last, after years of perfecting my art, I have manifested.
Okay, I will say this. Compared to the one we saw last week, the animation budget is definitely... The budget is definitely shows in the animation. And so far, the voice acting's not bad. But then again, we're only like 20 seconds in.
The perfect one. Now all those who cross my path will suffer my insidious wrath.
Okay, the dialogue is a little generic, though.
Tremble, worms! The Ace of Wands shall smite ye!
Okay. You know who he reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of the Big Boos from freaking Mario 64 for some reason.
Maybe it's time I move.
Or not really the Big Boos. Okay, y'all remember those balloon boos from NSMB? You know, the ones that follow you when you're looking, but then they get deflated when you look away. I don't know how to describe it. It just gives that vibe with the way the beard is shaped. It looks like a specter. The beard alone looks like a freaking specter. It's kind of cute.
What's the name of that real estate company with the dragons I heard about a century ago?
Real smooth with the exposition there, man.
Let's see here. Not this. Aha! Here it is. The Dungeon Flippers.
Okay. That's a really smooth title. That's a really smooth title drop. I like it.
We're so pleased that you're selling your dungeon through our services, Mr. Latinus. I love what you've done with the place. It just screams... It screams...
Terror? Booby traps?
It just screams.
Oh, it just screams.
And what
Okay, that was a good line.
we have behind this enchanting door... Beast's alive! It's full of dead bodies!
Yeah.
Not a problem. I know a great necromancer. So instead of having a bunch of corpses to clean up, we'll have a bunch of corpses to clean up.
Okay, she's clever. You know what? Definitely giving that realtor vibe, if nothing else.
Hey, Molly. Gotta wrap things up here. Just got a new assignment. Did you notice the sentient founding stone in the basement that devours dreams?
Oh, so that's what that was.
Yeah, it won't be cheap to get that removed.
Maybe instead we find a buyer who doesn't sleep and has no dreams.
Better sign me up then.
Cleveland.
Kidding. Speaking of dreams, how's the reconstruction going on your family dungeon?
Yeah, a little bit, Swamp. She's definitely. I think it's the eyes that make me think Owl House. Eyes and the horns that make me think Owl House character.
Last time I was there,
for better or worse.
it looked grounded.
It's going
Mostly the eyes, come to think of it.
fine. I just need a lot more money.
The rest of the design though is actually really interesting. Like the ears with the horns and the earrings and the big hulking body. What is she? I'm pretty sure there's a proper term for this kinds of species, but I forgot what they were called.
And supplies and a reno team and
A miracle?
I'm shooting for 3 miracles, if you know where to find some.
I'll keep my eyes out. Who knows? Maybe our next client will be a miracle worker. Apparently they're in such a hurry for a new home, they're meeting us here.
That's great. Who are they? Ooh.
He's the ace of wands. He's graced you with his presence. He's the ace of wands. So bow your heads in acquiescence. He's traveled here from far away. He's looking for.
I don't know how I feel about that, guys. You can just tell where the inspiration is from, and well, you already know how I feel about it. That could have been a lot more concise, but hey, who am I to question it? Can I please turn up the volume? All right, guys, hold on. Like, guys, that's the thing. Whenever I'm reacting to something on stream, I really gotta learn. Like, I gotta keep flip-flopping the volume because when I'm not speaking over it, when I'm speaking over it and I forget to lower the volume, it just clashes. Like, the audio quality just gets too inconsistent.
Greetings!
So thank you for reminding me to raise up the volume, but just be a little nicer about it, please.
Dungeon Flippers, and our quest is to find the perfect home for all the creatures of Splendor. My name is Cleveland.
And I'm Molly. Ooh, we're gonna find you such a good dungeon today. I can feel it. What kind of a place are you looking for?
For 300 years I have been a hermit, seeking the powers of the great arcane. Find me a dwelling that I may fill the race of man with magic.
Sounds like you're looking for something a little closer to the action.
More community.
More romance.
More modern.
To destroy.
Yes, those
presumably.
things, while still fitting my crazed, lonely wizard lifestyle.
And what's your budget?
All this
That works.
will be yours, so long as you find the perfect place.
Dispel your worries, Ace of Wands. It's time for you to lay down your pointy hat and let us do our magic.
So, what's the idea here?
Check out this recently renovated troll townhouse.
I thought his goal was to find a place for easy access to victims, quote unquote.
Just got on the market. The kingdom nearby did a big troll hunt.
Okay, yeah, close enough, I guess.
It's close to a town, so you can torment villagers to your heart's
A manticore, yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
content.
Not to mention, you're right on the scenic Axthorn River.
And, ooh, Cleveland, we have to show him the coolest feature.
The bridge?
Why are we waiting up here?
Surprise! There's a secret trapdoor to give an imposing entrance to any passerby.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Under a bridge? Doesn't that sound a little
On the nose?
beneath me?
Even for me, that was just stupid. That was just, no. Just, I mean, I want to humor it. I don't want to be too cynical, but just no. Just no.
I mean, that's the idea.
I just don't see myself in it. What else do you have?
But you haven't even looked inside
Next.
yet.
Let's be quiet. You know what? Been there. Take it from someone who does documentation for a factory. Yeah, I've been there. Having to do everything from scratch just because the client decided, no, you know what, I want this. Cancel the order, do it from scratch. Yeah, been there.
Next up, the haunted halls of the Witch King.
That position's open, by the way. No living resident since the Witch War.
Witch War?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, this show really loves its puns. That was definitely a lot more subtle.
Price is low, but elevation is high. This castle looms over the nearby town.
Yeah, really chill, Swamp. I kind of dig the idea that the leads are not necessarily antagonistic, but they don't exactly have the cleanest consciences. Consciences? What's the plural for that? I really don't know, guys. And it's definitely not on the nose about it like other former indie shows.
Supposedly driving its people insane. I don't know. I think it's charming.
And if you can hear it, this place has spirits. By which I mean there's enough souls in these walls to do a fair amount of dark arts.
Well, he did want easy targets, so...
It looks like a fine place for this guy. But I'm not waging a war. I just want to see chaos and death on humanity.
What's the difference? War, chaos, death? They're practically synonyms, dude.
What else have you got?
If anything, war is the epitome of those two words.
What if we did some redecorating? Like some torches to brighten up the place, and some...
Oh, that explains a lot, Eric. Yeah, it's someone who actually has experience in the industry, relatively speaking. The budget, though, golly. That really takes a special amount of connections.
Shelves filled with grimoires all along the walls, and a...
I love the fact that all these hypothetical shelves are basically just storyboard sketches. I kind of dig it.
Big fan.
Or at the very least, they resemble them. They even got the graph paper background. I love this so far.
Chair to sit in after a long day of wizarding.
Yes, the next place you show me will be much better, I'm sure.
Eesh, he's picky.
You do remember I'm the only person who can see the magic you do, right?
I know. I just figured if anyone else could see it, it would be this guy.
Did you? This?
Okay, Eric, I'm not really rating them on attractiveness, and guys, let me put it this way. Furry, anything... I'm not a furry. Let me put it that way. I'm not a furry by any stretch of the imagination, by zero means. Thank you very much.
This guy?
So, what's next?
And you know what? That would include demons. Are we just gonna montage it at this point? Okay, nah, you're getting charged for that property damage, bro. I'm just saying. Clock tower in the heart of a town? This doesn't seem bad for his standards. If he only had control of the bells. Is he like a specter? Does that actually kill him? Or what am I looking at here? Okay, he just survives. We don't even know. Guy really likes his towers, doesn't he? No, it's already taken. Is he dead just like that? All right.
Cleveland, what is with this guy? He's got no imagination.
Yeah, born enchanter. You'd think he'd be more enchanting.
You'd think he'd be a lot less picky and would just take anything to work with it.
Showing him the best stuff on the market, and he's not even trying to see the potential. I'm losing my cool. I'm a manticore who does very well at not turning to violence, Cleveland, but I am getting very close.
Don't worry, Molly. There's still one place we haven't tried yet.
Really putting a lot of is hinging on this one place, though, isn't it?
You don't mean.
No, I do.
Uh-huh.
We had to pull a few strings to get access to this neighborhood, but I think you'll be impressed.
A portal of some kind? To where?
The void.
Oh.
A place between realms. The darkness that binds all things. Place of gnosis.
And you thought you'd sell it to a guy with, and I quote, zero imagination?
And if you want to talk square footage, I mean, it's kind of infinite. And a skilled mage like you can use it to portal anywhere you'd like to terrorize.
That's the thing, though. If he can't even be creative with what's already there, how's he supposed to work
Impressive.
off of nothing?
But how does one live here? How does one fill the void?
With anything you want.
They
It
can
holds
just
the
conjure anything on a whim?
potential for anything and has the room to house everything. If only the real world were like this, I'd have my house all finished.
I'm surprised you haven't sold this sooner at this point.
Whoop.
I guess you did have to be picky about it.
I got a little distracted there.
It's the spark of pure creation. Just make what you like. It'll show up.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Molly and Cleve's voice performance, it could use a little inflection, but that's a minor nitpick.
Yes. This is it. This is it.
Come on, put some thought into it. Come on. If you want to be an oppressive horseman, you gotta learn to be a mentor.
I don't know.
What? How do you not know?
Okay, that pacing, the
How?
pacing for that moment was terrible. You could,
Oh, do you not know what you
like, you could have just made it. You could have just emphasized it a little better. Like, he says, "I'm not entirely sure," and she's like, "What?"
want?
Hey, I've been in the same place for 300 years, all right? I haven't thought about it.
You have the means for anything you want, anything, and not just in here, even outside of this place. You can make miracles happen with a wave of your wand. Do you know how great of a thing that is? How much I...
Oh, kid.
Projecting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said any of that.
No, you're right. I have all the power a wizard could need, but without the spark of inspiration...
Yeah, that's
no
how that
magician?
goes.
I'm nothing.
Oh, no.
I don't deserve to be here.
Oh gosh. My guy, wait, why did he even say that? Come to think of it. Like, okay, I get it. You're bad at making choices, but...
Dragon's breath, Molly! You just made our client loose themselves to the abyss.
I'm not gonna lie, that conflict seems a little forced.
It's okay.
You think they would have warned him about the fact that things can go wrong like this in the void?
Hey,
or the abyss, or I forgot what it was called.
I will just will him back into existence.
Hooray! Me is saved!
No. You're just making an illusion of him. You can't make real things here.
Then
so it's all fake.
What do we do?
Maybe if we find another wizard, or like, maybe we could get like a god to do something nice for us.
Tails, stop.
I mean, there was that whole legend about like rubbing a centaur's belly counterclockwise, while you're also like reciting an incantation to the moon. I don't know. That's not.
I really messed this up.
Okay, I think them lacking any real emotion, it feels like a bit of a disservice. Or maybe that's just a bad performance, bad directing.
I just wanted to make the perfect dungeon for him.
You really don't seem that passionate about it, but again, it's probably just owed to the performance.
I just don't see myself in it.
He's not even trying to see the potential. It holds the potential for anything.
It looks like a fine place for this guy. Without the spark of inspiration, I'm nothing.
It's the spark of pure creation.
Okay.
It holds the potential for anything and has the room to house everything.
Where is this going
To house
exactly?
everything. To house everything. Oh! I know how I can bring him back.
I love the fact that it was a torch instead of a light bulb. You know.
How? It would take a miracle.
No miracle needed. Just doing what I'm good at. And that's being a real estate agent.
He's the ace of wands. He's in the shadows.
Did we really have to turn this into a song? You could have just... Never mind. Everyone has their style. That doesn't mean I have to like it, though.
But he might respond to stately rooms with palmy touches. A dungeon tall with stony gates, raining chaos from above. I've learned enough.
Oh, hey, what is this shot? Hold on. Okay, the animation is really smooth, but like I said, the freaking voice performance could use a bit of work. Also, is this copyrighted, Tails? I honestly don't know. It probably is. I don't know. Okay, you built him his own castle on his behalf, but
Pretty
how does
good.
that bring him back from the abyss?
Well, that imagining you do really comes in handy in a place like this.
But will it be enough?
Never mind the fact that it's his place, and it'd be a lot more poetic if he's the one that coined it. Just like that, he's back. Okay, sure. Just like that?
I was getting pretty nervous there for a second. But I've never seen a happier wizard. Hey, let's go.
So I'm guessing every episode, assuming this gets picked up, which doesn't seem like it will. It's over 2 years old. I'm guessing every episode would be about him picking up, dealing with a different client every time.
Round up the team and celebrate.
You go ahead.
That might have gotten a little too formulaic, but I guess we'll never know for sure.
I've got something important I need to do first.
What do you mean by that? Build her own place? Like, what I don't get that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this motivation seems a little half-assed.
One miracle closer.
Okay. Huh. Travis Fowler. You know what? I'm gonna look up that name just out of curiosity, because some of y'all said he used to work on Warner Bros. And Disney. Let's see if I can actually find the name. Wait, he used to work at... Okay. I'm guessing these are a bunch of indie projects because I don't recognize a lot of these names. Huh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to make with this information. I don't know, Eric. You know what? It's fine if it's only the pilot episode. It's meant to be ambiguous. So, yeah, I'll give it a pass. But you know what? The animation was fun, the premise is interesting, it's definitely unique. Freaking real estate agents in a freaking Dungeons and Dragons setting? You know what? It's very original, if nothing else. So, yeah, that was fun. That was a fun watch. That was a nice 40-something minutes I'll never get back. Actually, about a half hour. This is only 16 minutes long. We only watched 15 of them, but y'all know what I mean. Anyways, guys, I think we're around the 3-hour mark. Yeah, no, we got 14 minutes left, but at the same time, I did start a little late today, and also we are doing a movie night tonight, guys, because we didn't finish yesterday because there was so many episodes. So I want to get ready for that. I want to have lunch. I want to take a shower. There's a lot of things I want to do, so we're gonna call it a little early here. With that being said, thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your hearts... Wait, what's this, Tails? You know, I'll look into it later. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your heart so desires, like the stream. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord. Tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific time, we're watching a couple more TLH episodes. And we're leaving it at that until next weekend. Oh, also, next review, next video, next project. Hopefully next weekend, because the video's about 15 minutes long, and I've edited about 10, guys. I don't think I'm going to get it done before the end of the day. So with that being said, once again, I'm Seabass in and out. Take care, guys. Bye.